Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kimberlina and T. Capone. Thank everybody for joining me this morning. Sorry I'm a couple of minutes late. I have got to figure out how to fix this jumping camera. It only stops when my hand is there. Please excuse the nails. When we did our nail stream the other day, I was not paying much attention, I guess, and I entirely missed a step. And I didn't put bonder on before I put my nails down. So these two have popped and 3 of these have popped. So ordinarily they do not come off like that. But I'm just losing them like crazy. So these other ones are going to go very soon. And of course, I just hit go live. So of course, there's a pet that needs me. There is a cat meowing like a maniac at the door. So please just give me 2 seconds. That should absolutely be the story of this channel is like go live and a pet starts. One of them all the time. Like I know there's 4 of them, but how one of them always realizes that I've hit go live, I don't understand. Yeah, they look interesting when they're missing, don't they, Empty? They're terrible. They were really cute. They were really cute. But I'll put on another set and remember to use the bonder once I get rid of these couple that are left. Yeah. So we are gathered this morning. Yes, they were much cuter the other day, I know, before I lost the gems and lost a bunch of nails. We are gathered this morning to watch a couple of things. Um, we have some Rev and Shanny Instagram that came out, I believe, yesterday. I only saw a little piece of it on Carrie's stream, so I don't know much about it, but I know that that's there. So we're going to take a look at that. And then I found a good retro foodie video for us to watch. I have been on the search for for a good some good archive channels that have archived some of her old rages and things. And the only one I've ever really found is Just Saying that, and they're always cut up, which is great. It's nice, to have the fluff cut out, but sometimes, if you haven't done the editing yourself, sometimes something somebody cut out might not have been interesting to them, but maybe to you, you have had something to say. So I much prefer if I can find the full video. So anyway, I have located a couple of channels where I have found some old streams that were archived before they were deleted, or probably archived at the time because I think they were all deleted at the time, like how she used to dirty delete all the time. So I found a good one for us to watch. I went looking this morning and we picked out a good one. So um, we will start, I think, with the Rev and Shanny stuff. And then we'll move on to the Foodie Retro React. I'm not sure how long the Rev and Shanny thing is. I don't think it's too long, though. Um, does she? Barbecue chicken? I didn't look there. Thank you, Kimberlina. I will take a look and see what she has archived. Thank you, thank you. I found the channels I found this morning. One is called The Looney Tubes, and the other one that we found some streams on was Mary Beth Wiley's channel. So I definitely know there's some out there because she was so bad for dirty deleting that there was a lot of channels that used to archive her, for that reason. So um yeah, so they are out there. It's just, it's one of those things you got to go finding them. So if it's Rev, it's probably rambling. Well, that's my guess. Or uh, my guess from the little bit of it from what I heard, they seem panicked. Like they're doing a lot right now and they seem panicked. Like it seems like things are happening. Like maybe it's getting close to the uncle making them leave. They're going to be homeless. I don't know. Or they've completely lost all of the pay pigs. They've got nothing. I don't know what's going on, but they were gone for a long time and they just seem to be posting a lot lately and it just seems like something is off. So I don't know exactly what it is, but if I had to guess, it's the uncle going to get rid of them soon. So we'll definitely start over there. And on the drawing, we are finally going to move on to gel pens, and I'm really excited. I forget who was wanting the lettering, but we're finally going to get there today. And I had an interesting dilemma. Look at, can you guys see? Yeah, you can see it. The black dots. There, that's a good shot. So last night I was just doing a little bit of work in colored pencil on it. And I had it on the coffee table. And I had my gel pens out because I was gonna start on them, but I had fallen asleep and I didn't. So I hadn't even opened any of my pens. So when I picked this up this morning, I thought it was like a splatter, like I'd opened a pen and it splattered. But then I had thought about it. I'm like, I literally didn't even open a pen. There's no way I splattered ink on this. And then I started looking and I'm like, those are really intentional little dots of like this pen right here. My black like fine liner. And it looks like somebody just took it and like intentionally did dots. And I'm almost certain it was my 13-year-old because it was sitting out on the coffee table all night. And I meant to ask him this morning before I dropped him off at the bus, and I forgot. He'll deny it anyway, but so now I have to find a way to make those black dots a part of the picture. Thank you, Kimberlina. I think it's really cute too. And I'm glad to finally be moving on to some decorative gel pens and markers and stuff to add some prettiness to it. Um, so we will bump over to Instagram and take a look. Yeah, okay, I'm on the right one. Okay, so I just wanted to show you this because this is what's funny on their homepage. This is the video we're gonna watch, but on their homepage, these two were posted this morning, or maybe last night, but this one was definitely this morning. So this one is their Shanny and Rev official wish list from Amazon. Excuse me, and they want this microphone apparently. So yeah, screw the food, screw being homeless. Somebody buy us a microphone because that's what's important. And then this is definitely came out this morning. It doesn't matter how offended or pushy you are still parasocial creepoids. Your feelings your feelings don't validate your mean, condescending, and bad behavior. Okay. Interesting. Doesn't matter how offended or pushy you are, you're still parasocial creepoids. Your feelings don't validate your mean, condescending behavior. That's interesting. That has to be addressed at the pay pigs. They're mad at somebody. Somebody stopped paying them for sure. Well, Teddy Bear, obviously, because they outed him, and he was paying them and buying them food. So they're obviously mad at him. But they must have had another one too, probably. Imperfection. That's what makes them valuable. Yeah, you're right, OT. Good morning, Ariana's mom. Thank you for joining us. No one really matters but cats. Hello. Thank you for being here. So, this video is the one we are going to watch, and it's 18 hours old. So, not that old, not that long ago. And what's it say? Revelation News. Christopher Dornbush needs to apologize to Shanny and the boys. Jesus is king. That's what it's titled. Now it's bringing back a little bit of a memory of the little bit I seen on Gary's channel. Okay, what the hell? They want Chris to, oh, I'm still boggled by this. They want Chris, her ex-husband, to apologize to Shanny and the boys. For what fucking reason, dude? The only reason he even married Shanny was so that she could get those boys back. Now they don't even have the boys anymore. Why the hell would Chris be interested in apologizing to Shanny for any reason whatsoever? I really think the only reason he was there was for the boys. And now they're not even in her life anymore. So what the whole thing is so dumb. But I'm not understanding why they're asking him to apologize and why now? The divorce was 7 years ago. Big Mac, hello. Thank you for joining us. It's nice to have you here. Yeah, 7 years ago. Like, what in heaven's name? Like, why now? Yeah, me too, MT. I saw a little bit of on Carrie's channel, but I haven't seen it all. I just little pieces, and I'm really confused. Of course he was. Of course he was. But he told us the other day, remember, that Shani does not control him and she does not starve him. So there's no way she made him make this video. But if I'm not wrong, she does chime in the background. I remember hearing her, I think.
Just straight up, right? Like people have done this. It's going to crash my phone. Whoa, that's really cool. This would look good with you, Shanny, because it's all.
This would look good with you, Shani. Nothing is going to make Shani look better. There's no filter in the world that's going to help that. Trust me. Can you guys hear him? Is he loud enough? I don't know how to adjust the volume on Instagram.
All hearts. Blech. Honey, I love you, but like I ate so much sugar yesterday. No, that's not cool. I can't do that to myself. How's everybody doing? I feel really good today.
I have no idea, Capone, to be honest. I wasn't really in the Shaniverse back then, but all I do know is that the kids had been taken by CPS. And from what I understand, the only reason that Shani wasn't allowed to get the kids back was because she was married and, like, I guess in a stable, probably house or relationship type thing and could provide like a home for the children. That's kind of my only understanding or guess behind it. But I know I'm quite certain that they got married um so that Shani could get the kids back from CPS that one time because they've been taken something like 5 times. A paper bag filter, yeah, that might help. Oh no. You've been meeting at noon, you have to be on cam, pull yourself together. That always sucks. I don't I love doing this when you only have to see my hands, so, like, I sit here in my PJs and nobody knows. You can hear it? Okay, good. Um, oh, okay. Yeah, I really know very little about him, so except that I knew that they had gotten married about for the kids. Um, so no. No, no, I don't think so, not at all, no. CPS took them, and I think, as far as I understand, they went to the foster care system, and then it had been a year, and I think after that, Shani and Rev lost, like, all control, and they're gone for good now, if I'm not mistaken. Um, he does have a channel, yeah, he does. Red teapot. Is that supposed to mean something? Ate some learning disabilities and what they were representing. Oh, okay. Maggie doll, hello. So nice to see you. No, he's not. No, no. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, apparently quite a few. So, what Rev going on about how much sugar he's eaten yesterday? So, who the hell's feeding them? What day of the month is it? I seriously, like, when you're home, like, because I'm disabled and I don't work like a, Monday to Friday job anymore, I'll get up in the morning. I'm like, what day of the week is it? Is it Monday? Is it Friday? Like, honest to God, half the time I don't know, or day of the month. But they wouldn't have food stamps. I don't think they just got food stamps, did they? It's not the first of the month. No, it's not the first of the month. They wouldn't have just got food stamps. So who the hell's feeding them? Somebody must be. The real dad is Doug. Huh. That's good to know, Maggie. Thank you. I didn't know that. Um, my knowledge didn't go back that far. Absolutely. Absolutely. She really, really does. Yeah, she really, really does. Oh, isn't that terrible? It's like it's really bad sometimes. Or I'll get up like on a Saturday morning and not realize and like go wake the kids up for school and I'm like, yep, whoops. The gas station. What about the gas station? Oh, that's where you think they're getting the food? You think they're giving them free food again? Or you think they have a new pay pig? They must. Especially come on and that was definitely a brag too, to open like that, to open the stream like that, saying, "Oh man, Shanny, I ate so much sugar yesterday." That is either a brag or he's like being told to say that by whoever's paying them, like Teddy Bear used to. Like when he would say like, "Here, eat this Chinese food and tell them that that Carrie's mom bought it or whatever." I love watching Pulpy, but you love to be able to use your degree. What do you mean? I'm confused. I love Pulpy too, but I'm confused by what you mean about your degree. The gas station. That's who you think's feeding them? Okay. But yeah, I love watching Pulpy. But yeah, he's been doing more night streaming lately. Well, for me, night streaming. Normally for me, Pulpy's on like first thing in the morning when I get up. At like 7 a.m., which is when my alarm goes off to get the kids for school. So normally that's when his streams are starting,
I'm
but
in a good mood.
they've been nighttime
I
streams
love you.
lately.
You know, I'm just feeling love, and that's going to stay on. That filter is going to stay on because I feel love. I'm going to wave at everybody.
Okay. But what does that have to do with Pulpy stream? I'm so confused. And I'm sorry that you can't work right now. I know the feeling. I absolutely know the feeling. I've been on disability for, like, long-term disability for, gosh, 10 years? And then it was, like, short-term back and forth for about 12 in total between short-term and long-term disability, so it's been a long, long time, so I definitely get that and understand, and it's no fun. I don't really think a lot of people get it. They, like I think a lot of people think, like, "Oh, that'd be great, you don't have to work and you still get paid," and you just don't understand what I would give to go back to work, like, and just have my life back. It would be I would give anything. Oh, your working hours are when the streams are. No, I get it. Sorry. Sometimes things go right over my head, but that's what I mean because he is streaming a lot more at night. I completely understand now. Wow, dense moment. Just follow Puppy. I have never heard him or about him. Really? I really love Pulpy. He's one of those, he's one of the streamers on Girl World that I don't know that I've heard too many people say that they don't like or that don't like him. He's very well liked usually by most people. He's great.
You know, like
Okay,
a
let's find
TikTok
out
girl,
why they
just
want
like
Chris to
like the
apologize.
the Asian TikTok girls, man.
You're
They're
working
just
out,
like they do a
Kimberlina?
little thing, they
I
do a little
used to do
dance, and
that.
then they do the like victory symbol, and then they're done.
Where is my mouse? Uh-oh.
And they make like millions of dollars, right? Are the comments on? Because I want people to be able to share. They are okay. I'm just making sure that the
I
comments are on,
understand.
guys, because I want to actually talk to you. And
I was just super lucky. Um, can I call you Cats? I need a shortened name so I don't have to read out the whole thing every time. But no, I completely understand. I was just entirely so lucky that I had an amazing job when I got really sick and I had amazing benefits and my disability benefits were fantastic. So when I did get sick, um I it was not a problem for me to get my disability and still obviously be paid through my work until I'm 65. They are required to pay me until I'm 65. And I mean, I became disabled in like my mid 20s, but they're required to pay me until I'm 65 retirement age. So I was just really, really lucky to have such a good benefit package when I got sick. It's not every, and I know it's not like that for everybody. There's a lot of people that don't have such luck. Yeah. Me too. Me too, Ariana's mom. Definitely me too. Yep. Yep. Oh gosh. Yeah, the Hawaiian hair diet that lupus can be really difficult. You've never heard of a kazoo? Really? Oh yeah, Poppy's kazoo. Yeah. Oh, you're new to the Foodie Booty and Shannyverse. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. He does. Some like it, some don't. Yeah. They can be. Yeah. Yeah. Mine are actually not from the government though. They're actually through my actual job. Um So, like my job had insurance through a bank that I paid into out of my paycheck every week. And then when I became disabled, it just paid it back to me because I qualified. No, I completely agree. They're not nearly as generous. Nope, you're absolutely right about that. Is it because it was an instrument? Yeah. Oh, you're not new to Shanny, just a foodie.
see, I like starting videos or streams, whatever, uh,
By
when I
bragging about
have a
eating sugar?
purpose to come on. I like that. I
You
don't
always
like
have a
the thing
purpose. Your
that I
purpose is
hate
to
the
beg.
worst. Okay. And haters will say I'm a liar and I'm not telling you the truth, but I am. What the hell? I typed no. That was weird. All right. The the haters will tell you that the only reason that I would come on here is to beg you for money, number one, and number two, to lie to people about my own life. Now, what the fuck? Hi, Meg. I want to say there's some people like I'd like to say hi to directly because they've helped us and they're really
So the haters will say they only come on to beg for money. I'm pretty sure anybody who's ever seen anything you've ever done will know that 99% of what you produce and come out with is begging for money one way or another. You might blather on about politics for 15 minutes and then say, "Look, guys, we're really broken. Shanny's sick. I need $35." That always comes out. Like, that never fails. So that's not something the haters just made up, Rev. That's just a fact, like a very provable fact.
cool, you know, and they love like the
It's
people.
definitely a
It's
rabbit
really
hole.
awesome. The people that actually love. I'm gonna go get my spick and span
Oh, I thought it was a
box.
screamer.
Ah,
The spick and span
there's
box.
always garbage. It's like it
Um,
never ends. I clean all day, like all day, and it's nobody in. You know,
bullshit.
it's just a house thing. But I want to.
Bullshit, Rev. It's you and Shanny and what, 2 cats, Gavin and Watermelon? The kids aren't even there anymore. You're saying it's garbage all the time, but all you do is clean? How could 2 people possibly make that much mess? Especially if you're cleaning all the time. We seen your old house. We seen how bad it was. Like, bullshit, you're cleaning all day. And he's going to get his spick and span box. That's his phone stand. It's an old spick and span box. Right, Ariana? Exactly. It's not that hard for 2 people. So much easier for 2 people. Absolutely ridiculous. She absolutely can. She's got a very addictive personality.
Give absolute 100. I'm going to have my Bible too. I'm going to have absolute respect for housewives because I'm going to say this, and I said this to Shanny.
You're
I
right.
said, do you know who I respect at like so much amazingly at this point because I'm experiencing it? It's the housewife, the American housewife, because you can clean all friggin' day and then there's still something to clean. And it's a vicious cycle. And Shanny was a great housewife, right? You
Yes.
did that. You did that.
Fucking
Yeah. And I loved it.
bullshit. Who are you trying to fucking kid, Rev? For the love of God. It's on video. That place was destroyed. Literally destroyed. Like, it needed to have a match taken to it. It was so bad. Those kids' bedding was like an entirely different color than it should have been. There was feet of garbage and clothing piled on the floors. But Shanny was an amazing housekeeper. My God, the delusion is absolutely real. Life as a music gamer. Hello, thank you for joining us. Rev is the real housewife of Shanny. Yeah, absolutely. A 4-bedroom house with a complete basement and keep it clean. They're slobs. They're absolute slobs. Completely 100%. If you guys don't mind, who's ever popping in, you don't mind hitting the like button. It really helps out the stream. I'd appreciate that. Thank you. And subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet.
God's moving. Okay. Do you know what you're going to get treated to today? I have here in the back of this is a Cambridge scripture. And Shanny has one too. I hope you still have this. You're one of
He's fucking high.
uh
He's in a really
I
good
think you
mood.
do.
He's on
I have
something.
the Bible I use. So
But when I still had money to spend on, like George Carlin likes to say, just shit, I bought 2 of these. These were $80 a piece. These are pocket. It's the whole Bible, okay, in the original King James, and it's got the epistle dedicatory, the Great High King James.
Big Mac,
And
that's
there you go. It's
really
like a
cute.
small script. It's gorgeous. This thing was worth every penny that I paid. There's the New Testament, okay, but in the
Oh,
back
thank
here,
you.
there's like
That's so
handwritten stuff.
sweet.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
really
read this to you
appreciate that.
because
Thank you.
Shanny actually is a prophetess, and people are gonna
Yes,
say, "Oh my God, what the fuck is this
absolutely.
bullshit?"
Many of
You're
them.
gonna start talking about prophetesses and 2 witnesses and stuff like that. Well, yeah, because you know why it is in here. They taught the problem, the really bad sorry. Hi, makeup mischief. Hello. You're speaking truth. It's like there are house of elves that come in the night and make a mess. Yeah, see, okay, Meg, are you that the wonderful woman that's the homemaker? You know, that's awesome. Because I'm telling you, I understood this even growing up like early, because I had a life where it was like, okay, I could go to college. Okay, I'll give you
I just
biographical.
posted
You're a
the
homemaker. Yes.
Discord
Look, I
link
think you're blessed. And I hate that
for
there's a
anybody who would
movement
like to
within
join
women
us.
that want to shame
And
girls
that's
that are
really cute, Big Mac. I
housemakers. I
just
think
looked at
that's bullshit.
the thing you just posted. That's really
If
cute.
you're a woman and you, Rev, you make a great housewife. Oh my God. But see, I do though, because this is, I'll tell you biographical information that
How
you
do you
might,
figure
from
that you make a
truth,
great
okay?
housewife?
Like, hey, Beans.
What have you ever cleaned?
You waved at fiery. I'm sorry. I'm reading things that I shouldn't. Like I'm reading the chat and then, hi, yeah, what's up? Okay, here's biographical information from truth. Okay, I have no reason to lie about who I am. Okay, I'm an open book with that, and I gave testimonies on my old
Hang on
channel.
1
Rev, do you
second
make
and
your
I'm gonna
home
start
or just
coloring. I
clean?
just need 1 second.
Well, that's a
both.
that's you just clean. That's fine. I mean, making a house, would that be like cooking and stuff too?
Decorating.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the decorating's done in here.
Yeah.
I think cats make my home. Okay.
I agree with that.
Yeah, we love our cats.
Watermelon and Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin is the best. But I'll just give you biographical information quick. It's hard to like talk and look at chat. I respect people that can do that a lot. I had a choice. When I graduated from high school, it's like, okay, so I could go to college. I was going to go for IST, which you need high math. You had to be in high math pretty much all through your high school if you wanted to do that type of career, IST, which is why I shouldn't have even thought of information system technology. Why go into that when you weren't even good at math? That's where my first thing was. I should have been pursuing graphic design and web design. No. It's not your fault that you distract. That's not your fault. I like people that chat. It just can make me talk for 20 minutes about something else. And that's my issue, not yours. So I went to my counselor at college because I was going to go to Penn State Worthington for IST. And the counselor,
Hello,
the
Maggie
college
doll.
counselor,
Thank you
this
for
I had a
joining
shit,
us.
pathetic guidance
Or I might
counselor
have
in high
already
school.
said hi to you.
I was always saying I love computers. I want to work with
Right.
computers. On my class ring, I had
The
a
same thing
fucking
Foodie's
computer
doing.
on it. Like, what means the most to you? Computers and Street Fighter or Final Fight.
Right. Welcome,
or
Bella.
Nine
It's
Inch
nice
Nails
to
at
see
that
you,
time,
and you're
probably.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
So they tell me this. What'd y'all do? what do we do all day? Well, I mean, it's
Did
not
he say
that
he was
late, is it
decorating?
yet?
Yeah,
I
what
don't
do
think
you
it's
do all
that
day,
late
Rev?
yet.
What a weird fucking personal question.
That is what it is. I mean,
That's called crossing boundaries
Oh, for
and
fuck's sakes.
being
You
way
know
too
what?
parasocial.
Oh, that's what that fucking parasocial thing was about. You know what was crossing boundaries, Shanny? Seeing your goddamn OnlyFans content on fucking Twitter and needing to bleach my eyes out after that. That's what was crossing a fucking boundary. Putting that shit on the internet for anybody to see. But now, my God, somebody asks you what you do all day, and that's crossing a boundary. Get real.
it's cool. You're a streamer, and it's like people ask.
See, Rev doesn't care.
So they said 4 years. You're going to be in college 4 extra years, a double. You're going to have to spend double the time here because you weren't in high math, and if you wanted to do this for
You're
a living,
absolutely
you
right
should have
about
been in
that.
high math. I said, absolutely bullshit. I want no part of that. I'm not going to double the time to get a degree. That's insane.
Right.
So no. My mom took care of her money and from my dad's pension and stuff like that, which they gave him half because he died when he was only 47.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Oh, I've heard that.
So they
that
took
can
half of
hurt.
his
I've never
pension.
had that
That's
done, but
fucking ridiculous.
I've heard that can hurt.
Dog shit, bro.
That's really
I don't know
ridiculous.
if I should do.
But my mom was smart with money, and she got a good financial
gel pen
advisor
on the
guy
lettering
that she had
or
her
some
whole life
like
with,
metallic marker.
making the right
and
moves so that you always have income stream.
I
So
think I'll do gel pen.
why would I spend her money
Test out some
on
colors
college,
first.
which is like it's going to be double the cost and double the time?
So I have like 8
Stupid.
million more over here too.
So
I
then I
have so
thought
many.
a little while about going to Full
Oh, that
Sail
went really blurry,
University
didn't it?
for graphics, graphic
That's
design,
weird.
web design, that type of shit. I was thinking about that, but again, I'm thinking about the money involved. You look at the cost of 4 years. So accelerated course, you could maybe get out in 2 years of Full Sail.
Of course.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think they have an accelerated course.
Mhm.
But even that, it's still the same amount of money, and in some cases, it's more money to do an accelerated course. So I'm looking at the amount of debt that would be incurred by going to school, and I know what my mom has coming in by investments and stuff like that. And it's like, well, you're going to be out on your ass, Ma, for like a couple years with income. Why would I spend $100,000 or $200,000 depending on the course that you take at Full Sail? That's insane. That higher education would be so much insane amount of money for people.
I'm confused. Is he talking about like the past or something? Is he talking about no one about how much income his mom had coming in and stuff? But like his mom's gone. Oh, that's what he's trying to do. Oh, I get it. Right, exactly. I was explaining this to somebody the other day. When I'm trying to do a reaction, so I'm trying to like listen to whatever they're saying, plus read the chat and react to the chat, plus focus on what I'm doing here. It's a lot. I never really thought about it until I started doing it. How much like brain power it takes to do all three at the same time. And a lot of times I'll find like I'll miss something that they said and I'll watch a reaction to somebody else doing a reaction and like I'll hear everything that the person had said. I'm like, why did the reactor miss that? So if you ever notice that, that's why. Because sometimes I just kind of zone out and I'm focused either on the chat or what I'm doing, and it's kind of yeah. I don't know why Rev is talking about this. I don't know what it is in the States. I know even here though, it's a lot. Post-secondary education is always a lot. Wow, that's not bad. I paid, oh my gosh, I think 21,000 for 11 months of schooling, half days of like community college, and I got my accounting and payroll certificate and got an amazing job out of it, but it was a lot of money. Is the blending pen make it blurry? Does it have a sheen in the paper? Yeah, no, I don't know why it did that. It doesn't look blurry now. It just did the first second. This is just my scrap paper that I keep underneath it to like scribble out and test colors and stuff. So that's probably why it just looked blurry, I'm assuming. Yeah, talking about why he's done nothing with his life. You done nothing with your life because you knew your mother had money and you could be a lazy fuck who was spoiled and knew you didn't have to do anything with your life. That's true. He has done that. It's great, isn't it? Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
People. That's ridiculous. Like Bernie Sanders type shit. Like if you want to do higher education, it should be at cost, no interest on their money to borrow. It should be interest free. And if
I did,
we're
but it
in a
went away.
country that you can take care of people, why not just give people higher education? You
And
have
I have to say
like
that I agree with him on
Yale
that.
University
Higher
and these
education
huge,
should be free.
fine, have them be for the elites and elites pay for it because it's so much fucking money, it's insane.
Somebody
So
said the
let them do
lettering
that. But why can't we give our
yesterday, I
people
think, said
free
that it should be
higher
purple,
education? And
right?
instead
Is that what we're
you make
doing?
them
Purple
debt slaves
letters?
forever.
I
Then
think
my
purple's
friends
a
from
good
school
idea.
are like all debt slaves pretty much for the rest of their lives because they spent $300,000 in debt for a fucking piece of paper that they never used. That's just it. So I saw that and I was like, I love my mom. She's older. She don't have nobody to take care of her. Could I use your long cord?
Yes.
Thanks.
You're absolutely right, Maggie. You're absolutely right. It's why Foodie keeps
I
trying to
think you
rewrite
might have
history
to go
too.
to the chair.
Okay, cats.
All right. I gotta reset
700
shit up
kids and all that.
because
Rev
all
is
right.
not
Give me 1
produced.
second.
Generate enough income to live off and be
I'll
secure.
plug it in for you.
To be safe.
You're welcome.
Not have enough to be secure, safe investments.
There you go, baby.
Okay. Thanks. It's spick and span. Thank you.
There you go, hon.
All right. Yeah, that'll work.
Absolutely would be.
Okay.
You're right.
Oh my God. My hearts went away. I don't want the hearts going away. Whoa, the lighting changed and it made the hearts different.
Like, does he think that the filters are making him look better or something? Because it's really not helping.
God damn it. All right, I'm putting the phone down. This is why I wanted a fucking phone case, so that I could have a stand.
Where's your spick and span box? There it is.
Whatever.
I
So,
think it's great that it's a spick and span box. That's really funny.
like, you got the true story of, like, because people are, like, wondering who the fuck I am and stuff. And they listen to haters and they're like, wow, you're a weird, like, weird person. It's like, no, this is just how my life went. Are you talking about how you didn't spend money on an education with the understanding you blew money on lots of unimportant things? No. No, that isn't really. I graduated in 2010 and I'm still paying off loans because they can be delayed. Yeah, it's ridiculous. There shouldn't be debt for higher education. But anyway, I took care of my mom to her death. Like I enjoyed living with my mother. We didn't have any kind of relationship, weird issues, anything like that. We just loved each other. So it was like, yeah, I'll do that. And she died in 2012, and I got what she had, which was it was considerable, nice. She took care of me completely. So I mean, it's like simple, but it's like people want to make fiction.
What's what you say, like that one comment.
Huh?
Don't worry. I said it.
I really wish there was some way that. Oh, you come up with something, man. That looks pretty cool too. That's a cool angle. Okay. I just want you to kind of understand who I am pretty much and where I'm coming from. Because people don't that they'll listen to some fucking asshole reaction person that doesn't know me at all, and they'll be like, oh, that's who that guy is, and it's
Right.
100% of the time they're wrong. Okay.
Oh, yes, of
Like,
course.
you
That's why
don't
they
have a
never
fucking
married
clue.
legally.
Okay, I was extremely like isolated after my dad died, and my dad died when I was fucking 7 years old. So it was like from that time on,
Gosh, I
I
have a
was
lot of purple
extremely
gel
sheltered.
pens, and this is like 1/4 of
So
my flippin' gel pens. I have like boxes more of different kinds. But I'm gonna do
I don't
purple.
even
But
know
these
why
all
I
look
started
very
talking
similar.
about this. It's like I guess I
Because
want you
you
to know who I
pointlessly
am better,
blather all the
and
time.
the false narrative of the type of person I am.
I
It's
want a
weird
sparkly
and it's
one
bizarre.
though.
Like, yeah, I'm just a guy with like most
Yep,
guys
you're right.
on the planet, really, other than the fact that I don't
Oh,
objectify
that's kind of
women in
pretty.
bad ways.
Oh, it's
And I
really
think
red.
Shanny likes that about me. Like,
Shanny
I'm a
likes that you
straight
don't
guy, don't get me
objectify
wrong,
women.
and like
Oh,
I
that one
like things I see it
sparkles.
for.
There we
That's
go.
like that's just gonna happen because you're human. But I value monogamy and all that good shit. With the marriage thing is cool.
Rev,
But
you're not fucking
there's
married,
so
and
much
of course you're fucking
crap and
monogamous. Nobody
weirdness
else wants to fucking touch you.
that they're like, oh,
You're
but there's proof
gross.
of all these things.
Fucking child
Hi,
abusive
Pioneer Woman. Yeah, long time no
asshole.
see. Are the videos of y'all saying racist things deep faked? What? Like what racist stuff? I don't even know. I had I can tell you
Probably.
huh?
Probably.
Let me get my coffee.
It's really dark. It doesn't work great.
I guess I just say all this
That one does, and it sparkles like
so that people better understand. Like people have tried to make us out to
no.
be like super villains,
You
Harley
are.
and Joker, and yeah, we cosplayed Harley and Joker. Like, so what? That's like, do you know how many boyfriend girlfriends have that kink with their partner, a Joker and Harley?
Fine, but they don't put it all over the internet.
Like the one girl I liked, her and her guy are like they always posted shit like that. Harley and like Joker with Harley over his legs spanking her.
Why is he always so nasty? The one girl I liked had this fantasy and did this, so I did it with my wife. So what? You had the hots for this other chick? Like, he's so, first of all, so disgusting, and he's always got to be talking about something gross with his mind in the fucking gutter. And second of all, he seems to me to constantly be thinking about other women. And didn't he just say that he loves this marriage and monogamy thing? Like, he says one thing and then completely fucking contradicts himself. Sorry, my phone keeps dinging, guys. I gotta turn that off. I had a little bit of a family thing happen, and it's a group chat. Pretty sure food benefits changed in October for some people. There's Yes, I heard somebody say that MT, that if they weren't looking for work, they would have lost them. But I think they lost them when they lost the boys. I don't think that they qualified for them on their own. That'd be nice, Bella. But yeah, you would need more than that to be able to just live on like live on the interest. Good morning, Granny Whisperer. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. Yeah, 3 years. You have to refresh it. You sure that's something you wanna do, Big Mac? We've been doing lots of, retro Shanny reacts too, because they haven't been putting out a lot of new stuff, so we do lots of retro Shanny reacts too, and the retro foodies, 'cause the stuff lately has just been boring. So Oh, that's a really good thought, MT. I mean, he has been talking about applying for disability. That's a really good thought. He might be. Eh, yeah, exactly. The Dude Brothers, hello. Thank you so much for joining us. So happy to have you. You're sitting at the back of the room. Hope you can see from back there. Yeah, I don't know that Rev makes a whole lot of sense to anybody at any time, no matter how much you know, to be perfectly honest.
Like that's very, very common. But they want to make us like um, Bugsy Siegel and his girl. We've been called that. We're like the Bubs. Fuck me. I can't speak.
Bonnie and Clyde.
That's it. Jesus God. They called us the Bonnie and Clyde of YouTube. That we've never done a crime. But it's crazy. Like just because we were in Colorado, and some people, like I remember his Dragnet, I think said, "Oh yeah, there was that whole time when they first got out to Colorado, and that was crazy." What the hell was crazy about that? We were doing live streams, completely benign, just live streams. There is no craziness. Like you guys just make this shit up. You just create clouds of crazy when it was just really just.
Yeah, there was a couple of events, but that's life.
It's dumb.
It's the obsession of one event and blowing it out for days, and months, and years.
Yeah.
When we're already was over it within 5 minutes of it happening.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, I guess.
Yeah, I have no idea why after all this time
I just want people to
they're
understand that
bringing them up. It
not
makes no
I'm
sense at
not
all.
that cartoon character.
Good
Like,
morning,
that's not
Ruthie.
who I am.
Thank you for being here. It's nice to see
And
you.
the reason I'm saying
the
this
muse
is
is
because like I'm
absolutely a crime,
talking.
Bella.
What I wanted to talk to you
Absolutely
about is
right.
about another guy. Okay, namely Shanny's ex-husband, Chris. Okay. I wanted to put that on the table. Did I make a horrible mistake in terms of what happened with Zachary? Yeah. Okay. But that literally was mental health issues, and even the cops got that. But they're just like, you got to be separated, so you got to go where you got to go. And God had me pay for it here. That's what you want to do. You want to pay for the stuff you do here. So I did. But other than that, that's really, I told you, that's the worst thing I ever done in my life, and that will probably remain that with God's help.
You think, Granny Whisperer?
So I want to. This goes to Chris, and I know you'll see it.
I think Rev is too jealous. I think he's way too jealous.
I'm just wondering where you are in your path of understanding the gravity and the magnitude of the results of your actions? That's what I'm wondering. Because I think that you should find, you should be, your number one priority in your life right now should be finding a
Absolutely
way
right.
to get like one direct message that Shanny sees that says,
Because
I
it's his only
apologize
defense
for
to
what
everything.
happened. Get to the point where I'm not going to ask for money. I'm not asking for money. That's like, seriously, that was another thing I wanted to say. What I hate the worst to come on here to do is to say nothing else but here's my PayPal and here's my Cash App and here's my Venmo. I hate that shit. And I never want to do it. Okay. That's the live stream that I never want to do is here's my Cash App and PayPal and Venmo and give me money. I fucking hate that. Okay. Are you seriously trying to tell someone how to live? What a joke. You look half dead.
Don't listen to
That's
the
really
comments.
mean, though.
Don't look at the comments, honey. It's just gonna mess with you.
The more it happens, the more I get used to it.
Do you have to repeat it?
Well,
It's bothering me,
that's how I read comments.
Yeah,
is I read them
know.
out loud.
but it's bothering me.
Oh, God forbid it bothers Shanny. So he can't read out the comments out loud. Why not? I actually hate when streamers don't either put the comment up or read it out loud because then they just respond to something. And if you're not looking at the chat, you have no idea what they're responding to. So I'd actually prefer them to read out whatever is said or put it on the screen, like one or the other.
Cool. So I'm gonna go.
No, I finish what you were
No,
gonna
that's I'm
say.
gonna finish what I'm saying, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna say what I was gonna say and then stop. So I want you to know more accurately. I was just a son that loved his mother, and I took care of her through the cancer, and then I got her stuff. Okay, that's who I am. None of these other narratives of who you guys have been made me to be, all that shit. I'm done. I'm not
Okay,
gonna
so
own
you've
that
done
because you made that. You
one
created
thing
that
with your
out of thin
life.
air. So I'm not
Congratulations
gonna
for taking care of your
associate with
mother
it
when she
or
was sick.
identify with it.
That does
I'm
not
just
mean that
I'm
you've
just a
not
son
done
that loved
anything
his
else
mother,
bad in your life.
and I love Jesus. So
So what? Nobody can hold you accountable ever for anything else because you loved your mother and you love Jesus. So that erases everything else you've done bad in your life, right? Nothing else matters. Not the child abuse, nothing. Like, please get real.
I want to talk to Christopher because his actions. I don't know if you've even acknowledged yet that your
What
actions were
actions? It's been
extremely
7
destructive to
fucking
3 people's
years.
lives. I'm leaving
7
myself out
years.
of it, Chris, because I'm a guy too, and my life is my life, and I own that. But you being
And why the fuck is it Rev on here telling whatever story this is and not Shanny? The only thing Rev knows is Shanny's side of this story, whatever story this is. He only knows what she's told him, and we all know how truthful she is when she talks. And what kind of a story she's gonna fucking run. So why the hell is he the one on here that's gonna tell us whatever uh whatever fucking story bullshit story this is gonna be? I don't understand. Obviously she made him do this, but just looks ridiculous to make him when he had absolutely nothing to do with any of this and has only heard the story from her side to come out and ask for an apology from her ex-husband? What kind of sense does that make? And you're supposed to take care of your parents. Exactly. The information control shows the delulu she's living in. What? She just didn't like what that comment had to say. Of course not. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Yeah. No, I think it's denial. I absolutely he thinks he is, like, God's gift to women. He really does, I think. I really, really think he does.
Being the male, the that's that end of the relationship of a marriage, and you were the father of two boys, okay? I don't see any evidence that you think that you need to repent for what happened with Shannon and the boys. I don't know if you're there mentally, but you need to be, because if I believe you're a Christian, so I think the devil got in and he really messed up with the end of your relationship, and you really need to apologize. This the first step of true repentance, and showing God that you are remorseful for the damage that you caused, because you did. You caused massive damage with two young boys and a woman. Okay, really big, huge, life shattering, possibly ending uh, actions. Okay, so as a Christian, if you are one, it needs to happen that you find a way to ask Shannon for forgiveness for the actions that you did, because it spiritually.
Okay, what? I am so I'm so lost. Oh my god, I'm trying to do way too many things. I'm like trying to send something in Discord. I'm trying to send a group message and trying to listen to this and read the chat. Holy mercy. Anyway, he's saying that Chris has destroyed 3 lives. So Shanny and the boys. They don't even have custody of the boys anymore. So I don't even know why they're being brought up. Those kids are gone and not coming back. And he's saying it was that whatever this is that he wants the apology for was so bad it was possibly life ending for Shanny. So is that another threat from her? Are we getting another hospital trip? Like what? What? And it's been 7 fucking years. If something really happened that was that bad, should it not have been brought up before now? And why bring up the boys? It clearly has nothing to do with them. It's Shanny who obviously wants this apology for some ridiculous fucking reason. Like, this just sounds insane. He's talking about himself in the third person. Yeah. It absolutely is an offline matter. He wants Shanny's ex-husband from 7 years ago to apologize for whatever he did wrong in the relationship 7 years ago. And now Shanny wants an apology because it's possibly life ending. Like, what kind of what that's so ridiculous. No, he's not talking about himself, Ruthie. He's talking about her. The whole thing is so ridiculous. Hello, Chili. So good to have you with us this morning. Thank you for coming. Yeah, yeah, they were, but they're nothing compared to these two train wrecks. Oh, thank you, Chili. We're only watching this new video from Rev and Shanny that came out yesterday. And then we're moving on to the retro foodie. We haven't watched it yet. So we're gonna get to it though. Maybe Bella. Maybe. Like I have no idea why else they'd be wanting an apology from Chris. It makes no sense at
It's a
all.
thing.
No
It's
sense at
there.
all.
The closure, the lack of closure, results in doors not being able to be fully shut that need to be.
Like what is he on about? It sounds ridiculous.
Because if you don't close your windows
Where's the
and doors
other
at the
one?
winter time, you're going to lose the heat, right? It's the same thing with this type of stuff. Open
Like
emotional
what?
doors will lead to bad stuff coming
Heat
through.
loss?
And it's going to make you feel more stress and more thinking about the past, because it can't be fully put to bed forever.
Right. So let's bring it up 7 years later.
So what I'm saying to you is just try and find a way, and I'm sure you can, make some, oddly irrelevant new Facebook or something, and just throw a message out there, because she's still there, saying, look, I am really sorry for the damage that I understand that I caused you from the way things ended.
That's so ridiculous.
Maybe he doesn't think that was damage.
Well, I think that would just not be a possible thing for him not to realize, given the fact that when I talked to him about how well he knows you, the way he spoke, he was like, don't worry about it, guys. I know how to take care of her when she needs emotional support and stuff like that. So I know how to deal with her.
Rev, why are you talking to her
That's what I'm
ex-husband?
saying. The devil got in, or whatever. The devil got
You're
in,
right,
or something.
Ruthie. Yeah.
And really
Makes Delta 8 sense, yeah.
made it just a horrible train wreck emotionally for
Exactly.
3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I really
I don't know,
feel
apparently.
that there is a need for an apology to happen.
Okay, Brutus, hang on,
Because
buddy.
I know Shanny's heart, and I'm pretty sure I know what
I
is
got
going to happen with that type of simple message. It's literally not even, it doesn't even have to be 2 sentences. It's just be, could you please forgive me for what happened? That's literally it. Because then, Chris, when you have that action, that's when God sees that your heart is pure and you truly do want to move on from the demonic shit that coursed through your body, and you had this action. Okay. There was some kind of spiritually unclean thing going on at that time. That
What?
I had the boys telling me that they could hear you having sex with her, with them in the house, with not Shannon. Okay.
What? I hate that you can't fucking rewind on Instagram. I need to start downloading these and then replaying them so I can rewind. What the effing crap did he just say? So he's saying that the boys have told him that they could hear Chris having sex in the other room with Shanny, or did he say not with Shanny? So, like, as in he was cheating on Shanny with another woman, and the boys told this to Rev for some reason? I am so fucking confused. And secondly, if it was Shanny, or even if it was another woman, why the shit is this even a problem to them? They did fucking OnlyFans with the boys in the next room. The boys were in the next room crying the day Jason got out of jail and Shani let him back in the house. Well, they went in the room and had sex, and the boys sat in their room and cried. And they heard everything. So why the fuck do you even care? Because you've done fucking worse. So now 7 years later, you want fucking Chris to apologize for this? Yeah, like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Seriously, the dumbest thing I ever heard.
With Angel, whatever her name was.
Right, exactly, Bella.
Like, you did that. That's
But she worked her
unclean.
ass
and
off,
then
remember?
You thefted everything. At least it's supposed to be 50-50.
He's telling the story that Shanny told him.
That you've been with this woman for close to 7 years. 50-50 split. No, you just took everything. And it's wrong. You took the boys like 3DSs, man.
There you go. There you go. There it is. It's all about money. Whoever said that, you were right fucking on. I didn't think that this was gonna go there. It didn't even seem like it would. That seemed odd, but you were fucking right. It did. And Rev, didn't you just say at the beginning of this that you said that haters are gonna say that every stream is about money? Even this one now is about fucking money. He just said that in a divorce it should be 50-50, but it wasn't. You took everything. You even took the boys' 3DSs. First of all, you don't even have the fucking boys anymore, so why do you give a shit? And now 7 years later, because you're fucking broke and about to be out in your ass, you want her ex-husband now to give you something? Oh my god, get all the way fucked, Rev. That is the most ridiculous thing. Rev knows he was cheating on Chris with Shanny. Yeah, well, yeah, Rev knows because Rev and Shanny were the ones that were cheating and she was still with Chris.
Are you serious? I know you call me a bitch for what happened with Zachary. I understand that, and I hate it. But it was due to mental illness. My therapist would vouch for
what you did to Zachary.
Mm-hmm.
No.
That's what
No,
I
it's
mean.
not. There's no fucking excuse for that. No fucking excuse.
Oh, you mean what Chris did to that? Yeah, emotionally.
Oh, yeah, that was way worse. You're absolutely right. The boys hearing Chris be with another woman in the other room is definitely more damaging to them than being physically assaulted by Rev. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's definitely more damaging. Please get all the way fucked, Rev. And your mental health is absolutely no excuse to put your hands on a child. No goddamn excuse. It's no excuse to put your hands on anybody.
Emotionally,
he just abandoned everyone.
Yeah, he abandoned two boys that
exactly. I didn't think so.
Asked them
Exactly.
did you look at Christopher as
There
your
was
dad?
nothing
And
to split.
yes. His answer was absolutely yes. I Will and Zach both. More Will opens up a lot more.
Granny Whisper, you're funny.
Talking.
You're absolutely right, though.
Zachary's
You're absolutely
pretty
right.
To the point, and
you always used
on
to
it for a
see
second and move
Gucci trolls in these comments here, and she's not here anymore.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say the words he says because
It's 7 fucking years ago. I guarantee you he doesn't give a shit.
They're not good words.
He doesn't fucking give a shit anymore. It's been 7 years. He's well over it. I guarantee it.
For his biological father too. There's no good words, and I don't want that for any little boy. That's wrong. To have this feeling of all my dads sucked. Yeah, I'm sorry. Present company included. I try.
Rev, you were the worst fucking one of all.
It's the way it is.
Oh my god, he's so angering. He's so
people.
angering. God damn, he makes me mad.
But that's a need to close the door, Chris. Because like you moved on, right? Like I'll watch your channel to see if you do you could do a reaction video, whatever the hell. I know people do this stuff with everything we do, so go ahead and do whatever. I don't care anymore. Do it, whatever you want to do with this. Go right ahead. Free domain.
Everybody has free domain. This is Instagram or YouTube. It's called fucking fair use.
But you need to remember the scripture.
Oh, not again.
And I ain't gonna read Shanny's stuff. I'll save that for another video. Reading Shanny's prophecy that I took down.
Oh God, help us! I hope you save it. I really don't want to hear it.
But she's a prophetess.
Oh, for God's sakes, she's a prophet now. That's not working.
You're gonna feel better. Well, I if you need, I'll make it a completely selfish thing. The weight from it, because I don't care if you're conscious of it or not. It's just karma, which is Christian teaching. Karma, you reap what you sow. Yeah, you reap what you sow, and you sowed darkness. Despair. That's what you sowed at the end of the relationship. That's just a true. It's a truism of what happened.
It's a truism, is
Yeah,
it?
all of
A
that.
truism.
That was caused.
Hopeless.
Oh, you right. She is an
Loss of
archangel too. Yeah,
trust.
you're right. Mm-hmm.
That's the big one.
Yeah,
Yeah, complete lack of trust. Yeah, loss of trust.
very grandiose.
Which depending on uh, the intestinal fortitude and
Don't believe
emotional
in karma.
Like
wherewithal.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
my ability to trust is gone.
Yeah,
Like you took a pure thing away from me.
yeah,
I actually think he
and
probably
that
does.
really is not something. For some people, it's not repairable because it's so traumatic. The event is so traumatic that it fully changes the way their brain even reacts chemically
You can't
to
just
trauma
declare karma,
or loss.
Christian,
I
because
thought
you
we
want to
loved
use
each
the
other.
word.
Hmm.
I didn't know that they didn't
That's what
believe.
I saw. I uh,
I mean, it was
I didn't
like
know they didn't believe
a
in karma.
knowledge.
That's interesting.
Like I know he'd never hurt me. He'll always be by my side. That was a lie.
Okay,
that's
I have
that's
to
the
figure out how
deal,
to turn off this dinging, guys. I'm really sorry. I meant to do it.
and it really is sad.
Um,
I don't understand
Mute. There we go.
because it's like I don't know. You just see you chalk
There
it
we
up
go. Sorry
to
about that, guys. I muted it. It'll stop
age,
dinging now. I'm really
but
sorry. That had to be annoying.
you're with somebody for that long, and it's like you shared a life, and
Can you give them no closure? That's
yeah,
just it's cruel.
yeah, yeah. The overall cruelness level, especially with two developing minds. There, the time that this was done, you're going into preteen. They were preteen. They were like 9, 8, 10.
They don't trust either.
How could they? How could they? But they beg and plead for the person that's in their life to be that for them. Please be my dad. It's like holy crap, you know. But see, it's getting too real at this point. That's heavy because they need you. I say from the experience of being a male and not having a father from 7 on, that was horrible for my. It
You
wasn't.
should know too.
Hmm.
He lived without a father.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I sort of have.
No, he lived most of his life in his childhood without a father.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. I like to say, like, if my dad didn't pass away at 7, I most likely would be a car mechanic
Ah, that makes
because
sense.
I was under the car with him all the time. I was just too young to really hold on to what I seen when I was 6 and 5 with him under a hot rod,
Right.
suiting up the nos and shit. I would have been
Sorry, I
taking notes.
entirely missed what Rev
I
was
would have
saying. I was
yeah, I would have
chatting
been
with
a
my
mechanic.
husband for a second. I swear I'm trying to do way too many things at
But
once.
life,
It's a lot. It's his time when he gets home from work, so
it
I
is what
always
it is.
kind
But
of get
I know
distracted.
I took the right path because my mom needed me, because she was old. She was older, so that she needed me, and there would have been
No.
nobody to take care of her.
Okay,
So
sorry, I gotta pause him because there's too much in my head. No, Chris is not the bio father. Oh, sorry, I was reading that backwards. I thought you were saying he is. I was trying to say, no, he's not. You can't take him. Yeah, he has a new girlfriend and he's happy. Got wind. Oh, she got wind that high, that he's happy and she's jealous. That makes so much sense now. But yeah, no, he's not the bio dad. And I don't know if she used to get support from the actual bio dad, but I had heard that the bio dad was like an addict of some sort and is most likely back in prison. So I doubt if he's that type of person that he would have anything to give. Right? Exactly. tell me you moved on. Didn't move on without telling me you haven't moved on. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, and play. And my
Well,
dogs want back in
that's what
now.
my life was,
Too many
you know.
things, guys. Too many things. I
And
need
now
an
I just
assistant or
hope that
something.
Jesus could open a door and I could get like a radio host job locally with like KRZ or 97X or whatever, and I could be Reverend Dude disc jockey and Stained and shit. That would be phenomenal. That'd be the dream come true. And then oh my god, I could just lease an Escalade in Shannon. I got a brand new.
Baby, I have a question. Am I being short today? I feel very hormonal.
Earlier,
An
a little
Escalade?
bit, but I understand you're going through tons physically. People don't understand that.
What a load of bullshit. She asked if she's being short today. First of all, you're always a bitch, Shanny. But this cuck here has to come back with, no, but you're going through tons physically. So I completely understand why you're a bitch. And it's completely legitimate for you to be an absolute bitch to me and everybody else because you're in pain, which you're, in my opinion, hyping up 99% of. Do you think nobody else in this world suffers with fucking pain? Do you think the rest of us go around treating everybody in our lives like fucking shit? God, he is such a cock, a pussy whipped little bitch. I've never seen another man so bad.
Okay. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
It's
You've
terrible.
been
She's got him
great.
so whipped.
And I love your cuddles.
I love your couple.
And we watch stuff together. Yeah,
Oh, really,
I just
Cats?
felt really, I don't know. It's this coffee.
So he has
man.
been
This
arrested and
coffee,
stuff.
It's a local thing.
That makes sense.
Black and
I had
Brass
just kind of heard it through the
Coffee
grapevine.
Roasting Company. $5 a can though. That's a
Where
one-time thing.
are
I'm
you
not
getting the
doing
money
anything.
for that? $5 a can.
I smoke one more with you, and then I'll wrap this up. But
Smoking cigarettes and drinking $5 a can coffee? Who is paying you?
Dad, the provider,
You want to be the perfect dad and the perfect provider.
Your sick girls, and I want to be there for my big baby.
Just in case anybody didn't quite catch that, he said he wants to be the perfect dad and the perfect provider for his sick girls because she's his babies and he wants to care for her. I hate to break it to you, Rev, but that would require you getting off your lazy ass and getting a fucking job. Begging on the internet does not count as providing for your family. That's everybody else providing for your fucking family. And your sick girl. Oh my god, he's fucking nauseating. He really is.
Because you deserve a good guy.
She deserves a guy who goes to fucking work. Everybody
A
does.
guy that can
Not that she
provide.
deserves anything. She's a piece of shit too.
Oh.
Brutus. You gonna do that right there, buddy? I swear he's my streaming buddy. He has to lay right beside me when I stream.
So yeah, I mean, the question is, Chris, and see, I'm a spiritual Christian. I'm not like Calvinist. The Spirit of Christ, the Holy Spirit doesn't have as much power now because it's not the time of the prophets. So the spiritual gifts are forfeited in the modern era. That's what most Calvinists believe, that the Spirit-filled Christianity of the first church with Paul is gone because it departed.
He so loses me when he starts
Well, you
with
ask
this.
them, because Jesus Christ said, "My Spirit's here forever."
I know some people,
His Spirit is
are into it and listen to it, but
yeah, I know, and it's really
being an
you're
atheist,
starting
it
off
just
on a
like
really
to
bad
me,
foot if you were
it goes
taught
right over
their
my head
doctrines,
and could care no
from a
less.
young age. I feel for you. I was not put under that
I need my glasses.
diabolical,
I can't see a thing.
woman hating, sex deprived, sex weirdness,
You talking about yourself?
repressed weirdness. I was not put under that.
It sounds exactly like you were
So I
describing
can't
yourself
relate to
there.
that, but you definitely have to let that go because that's leaven.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Christ's teachings in red were boiled down to two statements: to love God and love your neighbor. That's literally his entire teaching. If you're going by the man himself and you're not adding even Paul, or you're not adding even maybe worth more than Paul, the Apostle John, okay, not even adding his spiritual revelation stuff, divorcing all of that. You stick
Brutus,
to the
stop,
red
buddy,
letter
please.
teachings. It's 2 commandments, and that's it. That's the whole law, prophets, scripture summed up to make it as
Do you ever meet a
fucking
dog with
easy for you
OCD? I've seen people
to
blending
love
gel
him
pens,
and
but
show
this
him
just
that
seems
you
to be
love him.
pushing
And
the
you
other
show
gel
love by
pen
giving
out
love.
of the way
That's
instead of
really
like laying
easy,
down and blending
simple
new
to get.
color. Oh, well, maybe.
That's why Jesus said that you have to
Like
be a
I've
child
covered with gel
to
pens
come to
before. I've
the
never tried to blend
kingdom,
them
to the
before, though.
knowledge of the kingdom. It says child. You come as a child because a
Um,
child
yeah, what I was gonna say, have you ever met a dog
normally
with
has
OCD?
no
Because I'm pretty
malice
sure Brutus has
and they
OCD.
trust.
He will like start
That's
licking his
another one for
foot,
Chris.
or
Okay. You had 2
he loves
young
chewing his
ones
toenails. He's
that
weird like
put
that, or
trust
chewing
in
like his
you.
whole foot, or sometimes his
That
whole leg,
and
like it's a
same with
bone. It's
Shannon.
kind of funny. But he
That's
gets obsessive, and
damaging when
honest to God,
your
you have to tell him to
actions
stop.
for things
Like
you
he'll
say
do
you
it so
loved
long
turned
that you have
out
to
to
tell him to
be
stop. Not only is it a
cancerous
terribly
and
annoying
dark.
sound, but he'll literally lick
Okay.
himself raw,
That's the
like his
inversion.
foot,
Is
his
do you have
leg,
masonry
just
in
for
your
no
life,
reason. It's
Chris?
not
Do
bothering
you
him.
have
He's
do you
just
have
obsessive. Once he starts, he
generational
can't stop until
masonry
you
in
like
your
tell
life?
him to stop
Yes,
doing
yes.
it.
Yeah, well, you have to pray to Jesus Christ to break any spirit bonds that you have from that, going back to the 7th generation, and you cut it off in a prayer, and it's
No, I don't
over.
think so
If you
either.
really believe in Jesus.
Yes, grandma's right.
Calvinist and Mason history, that's really, you're starting off on a foot
That's
that you're
perfectly
already in
fine,
the
Cats.
heresy
There's
camp.
lots of people that are very spiritual. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. What bothers me is the
And
people that shove it
generational
down your throat.
energies are not to
Like,
be
I don't shove my
taken
atheism
lightly.
down people's throats, so don't shove your religion down mine,
Generational
is
curses
basically
and
my stance on it.
generational oaths,
But you're not religious.
okay, they're not to be taken lightly because
Yes,
it's
Doug is
blood
the bio
bond,
dad.
and
Chris
the
is the
Bible, it
second
says that
husband.
the
Yep.
life is in the blood. So you're making
And
a
Rev is the
life
cock. Yeah,
bond.
exactly.
Your blood is linked to that shit.
Yeah, that's what I
And
was
if
just
it's
saying it to
in
you. I've never really
there
tried,
and
but
you
that's not what
haven't
it was
said to
doing.
Jesus Christ to break the chain of that,
He is dumb,
it's going
Bella.
to affect your
Yeah, he
actions
is.
in the world. Because Jesus was about light, he was about teaching in the open.
Yeah, see, I
He
have
was
no
about
idea what
no
he's even
secrets.
talking about, whether he's spewing bullshit like
He
usual,
said
which
to
is
the
what I assume,
Pharisees, you convict
or
me of these
if he has
things,
any
and
idea
I
what he's
did
talking about.
everything
I
that
wouldn't
I
know.
did in the daylight and in the open.
To me, it's all just
I've hid
blathering
nothing
because I
from
don't
you.
understand any of it. He's talking
Anybody
about
that
weird
came to
sex.
me that had an ear to
Hmm.
hear what I said, they heard it and they judged it.
Yeah, like I know he
You
talks
bring
about
charges
Freemasons
to
and stuff a
me
lot, but like I don't know
of
anything
whatever
about
you
that,
want to
or like
bring
what they
to
even
me. Like
are.
this
Like
would be Jesus talking
I
today if he
literally
was before
I
the
know very little
Sanhedrin,
about
which does
religion.
exist in
I was
Israel.
baptized as a Catholic as a baby,
Like
and
if
I
we
was
went over
taken
to
to church
Israel
once when I was
and I
young. I was like
started
2, and I went running out of the church
I opened my
screaming, and
scripture
my
and I
dad never
started
came back.
open air
So
preaching like Jesus at the temple at the time. And I started preaching that. And they thought I was a paranoid schizophrenic that was going to blow up the mosque, the Dome of the Rock or something. And they throw me in jail. It would be the same shit if I had the IDF, asking me, well, are you like a Palestinian activist? Like, do you, I'm like, no, I'd be like, no, I'm like a Zionist. Okay. I've always preached for Israel's right to exist. So I'm not that, But I'm telling you that you need to prepare for Yeshua, and they'd be like, "Oh, okay, you're one of them," and then they'd probably let me go, and then I'd have a ban. Like I couldn't go back to the Temple Mount because any kind of if just simple preaching would shake the foundations of that temple because he's so close at this point. It's really, really close. I'm telling you, like the spirit-filled Christians, I gotta look up all my guys and see how they're feeling because he's coming. He's definitely coming. But this is why you see the
Whoops. I am sorry, guys. Oh, no. Oh, no. I clicked out of that, and then to go back, there's no way other than to watch the entire goddamn thing again. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? Yeah, we're not doing that. That's not happening. I don't know how that went away like that, though. I didn't mean to click out of it. Did it go somewhere else? Yeah. He just goes on. Yeah, that's what I thought, MT. But I was wondering if he was going to say anything else about Chris. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking, Murthy. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I don't know if my computer will let me do both, but I'll give it a try. But yeah, we're definitely going to move on because I don't want to have to rewatch everything we just did. Because yeah, that's not going to happen. So you go away. And we will go over here. So this is a channel I just found this morning. Didn't know existed, called the Looney Tubes. And they have quite a few deleted videos of foodies from back in the Nader era. So I picked one for us to watch, and it is, you guys, I am assuming, don't hear that continued beeping of Discord going off, do you? I want to make sure you're not hearing that. I assume it's not coming through to you. Anyway, the one we're gonna watch, it was deleted, and of course they all are deleted now, but I think this one was deleted back at the time, like she used to do, stream at night or whenever and go off, and then she'd go ahead and dirty delete. So this one is called Dinner Time Rager, jealous of FFG. You don't hear the beeps? Fabulous. Thank you. It sounded like he was getting ready to ramble about the end times. I know, Ruthie, we did, didn't we? We really did. Anyway, yeah, I'll download it and make sure that there's nothing in there that we missed or need to see. But if there is, then we'll do that, but we'll move on for sure. So I did not think it was going to be that long or we were going to spend that long on it either, but we did. So let's move on to Foodie. Foodie and her raging. Good old days. The very, very good old days. This would have been, 2019 or 2020. I'm trying to think of exactly when. But it was during the time when she was back and forth with Nader, back and forth.
Trigger me and you have like kids and you're an adult, you are a fucking loser and you should be ashamed of yourself. And actually a lot of these people who are bullied.
And she's wearing a wig, so it's after the head shave. So we're in that time frame. And also I believe it's after Dee Dee has come into the picture. So we're in about that time frame. For people who know their kind of foodie lore and where we're at in that time.
Please online have kids. That's fucking sick. Like, what kind of example are you? Oh, mom, what are you doing? I'm bullying somebody on the internet by reacting to every fucking thing that they do. Wow, what a fucking example you are. Right, Vicky? Hi, Midnight. Chantaler. I like how people all over the fucking internet can... You don't get it, Beezer Juice. The point is, if you have kids, you're supposed to be a fucking example for them and not make them into bullies. Bullies, kids who are bullies, it is statistically known that they come from bully parents. And when you're online, fucking going, that fucking fat bitch, look at her fupa, blah, blah, blah.
So
your trailer park
was
hole,
your mom a bully?
You're a fucking piece of shit. Come for me, I don't give a fuck.
Because you're a massive bully.
Yes, I come for you, moms. You're piece of shit moms. You shouldn't have kids. You should be the barren ones. You should be the barren ones. All you do is go online all day and fucking send your $1.99. You could have used that for a box of Kraft dinner, bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you.
She's vile.
I'm tired of people fucking coming for me for the dumbest shit, and then they fucking do that. Like, fuck you. People can talk about me all fucking day and be the most horrible, say the most horrible fucking things, and the minute I retaliate, it's fucking game over. Not anymore. Fuck you. Fuck out of here, you fucking fupa boy. You probably can't either. You're probably sterile. Go drink more Mountain Dew, you piece of shit. All right. Now it's a pineapple. We're done. Oh, losers. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. So you know what? Fuck you. And then fucking breezing today, I seen your fucking title. Chantel obsessing. The minute I even just talk about Natter, even say his name, Chantel's obsessing about Natter. No, bitch, go back to your fucking Bob Ross paintings, you fake fuck. Seriously. Hi guys, Chantel's obsessed with Natter. Like, you're gonna act like you're fucking brand new? Like, people act like I have no right to be emotionally distressed after being what I've been through. Suck my balls. Suck my fupa balls. Seriously, it's fucking ridiculous. And I've had enough of it. I'm not obsessed. You know who's obsessed? You are. You look like fucking little critters. That's who you look like. You look like the little critters. So go away.
Big mad. Yes.
You're obsessed with me.
Absolutely right.
You do every little, you're up my ass, everything. You're clipping my videos, every little fucking thing. Like, you can't call me.
Yeah.
You cannot call me
This is
a fucking obsessed person
Foodie.
when you are.
This is raging old Foodie. Her insults are often related to her issues and insecurities, calling people sterile bullies, morons, etc. Absolutely. She projects like nobody I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Right? Right? Exactly, MT. Exactly.
Are making a fucking living off me. Are you crazy? And then you, Gorlick piece of crap crouton. I know you're like, what a loser. Thanks for stealing Applebee's thumbnail. Did he give you permission for that, you moron?
She's talking about
and then why do you even like this moron? Like, they always try to look for, every time I do a video or a live stream, I know what clips they're going to take. Any unflattering picture where I kind of look fat, you know, like fatter than usual or whatever. They want to make me look fatter. It's fucking ridiculous.
Ma'am, we choosing a thumbnail is it's a pretty generic, generically known, what am I trying to say? You and Amberlynn both yourselves do the same things. We'll choose Amberlynn especially, she's really bad for it. Choosing full body shots where she's like bent over or whatever, showing off the body to get that thumbnail because it gets the clicks. It's a known fact. Like, duh. Just like you, any other YouTuber wants the clicks. They want the views. Of course, they're going to make the best thumbnail that they can. Maybe if you didn't.
Why are they even here? Because they have no life.
All the time.
They have no life.
Have that
Why would they if they had a life? If you're out traveling, living life, doing whatever, like...
This is how she used to be all the time.
If I had a lapse of judgment and posted even one video of someone else from YouTube, I would be laying awake in bed all night. He's a nat or something. Because he's so bothered that I call him out. He's a fucking loser. Hi, Lime Jello. Thanks, Susan. I'm fed up. I'm fucking enough is enough. Bullshit. I know they purposely pick you to rage and rage. Like, you need a fucking life. You need a life. Like, dolphins are more intelligent than you. Definitely. You need to go read a book.
Seriously, read
and
a
every
book?
person who supports him in these fucking videos, honestly, you're the one responsible now. So don't you ever fucking tell me ever, fuck. Little kitten, garlic bread stole from me, no credit. Really? Maybe we should out him and have a panel. Maybe I should do a StreamYard panel on my other channel and have people come and out all these pieces of crap. What do you think about that? How do you know I didn't pay my taxes, you stupid motherfucker?
Ma'am, you've done one StreamYards in your entire life. It lasted all of about 30 seconds. You suddenly seen your face and that StreamYards doesn't have filters. You said, oh my God, what's this? And you clicked off. That was your entire StreamYards career. You've been on YouTube like what, 7 years now? Anytime you want to like show us a video or any kind of bull like that, when you had the computer, you used to stream on the computer and just like hold your phone up. And you've had that for a very short time. So then what you would do, because you do everything from your phone, because you won't invest in any kind of equipment, you'll only invest in food and shit to go up your nose at this point in your life, or edibles. So you just take your phone and fucking turn something on YouTube on the TV and record your damn TV. Like, I thought this was your job, Miss Professional YouTuber, and you can't even run a stream. It's like 3 clicks in StreamYards. It's so ridiculous. Of course, she's way too lazy. Way too lazy. The only thing she's willing to do once she realized about live streaming is literally to pick up her phone and hit go live. It's the only thing she's willing to do. She's not even willing to go onto the computer and actually create a live, create a thumbnail, do all that stuff. All she's willing to do is take her phone, pick it up, hit go live. Her thumbnail is whatever her face looks like at that moment. She smiles, end of story, it's over. That's all she does. No editing, no nothing. Yes, of course. Yeah. Yeah, this is Foodie with the boils. They really do, Big Mac. You're absolutely right. They do.
Another obsessed one, always here with your $2. Get the fuck out of here.
She used to tell people that all the time. You don't like it, get the fuck out of here. Guess what? They left. Now you have
fucking
like
Amoeba is more
fun.
intelligent than Julia. Moron. Hi, Stephanie. Leave the dolphins out of this, yeah. No, I'm complimenting the dolphins. No, I'm not a fucking loser. I don't like drama. I don't like the shit. I have shit to do in my fucking life. I like hate this shit.
And you start all the drama.
It's fucking stupid. And people who like it, you're not fucking human. You're an idiot with like you're void of something in here and here. You need help.
Oh my God, man.
Who cares? Yeah, worry about your own fucking money. You probably can't afford your rent. Get out of here.
Ma'am.
I'm a beezer for life. Hello. Who's sniping me?
We're making between $15,000 and $20,000 a month during this year. You were still making the minimal payments on your godforsaken 2016 Kia. You didn't even up the payments to pay it off. Still not even paid off. You didn't pay off any of your debt. You had to go to bankruptcy court for the second goddamn time when you were making between $15,000 and $20,000 a month. And you have not one thing to show for it. You didn't buy a thing, not a thing to keep and have to show for it. It all went to consumables. You literally consumed every dollar that you made. You didn't pay off any debt, nothing. Consumed it all. And you're talking about other people paying their rent like you have any fucking room to talk.
Is it Monty?
She was so fucking smug when she was making money. What's
your problem? Are you mad at me for defending myself? People just make up lies. Okay, if you want to make up lies, that's your problem. They like pick somebody and make up all these lies. I never fucking paid for sex. Get a fucking life. I dated a bunch of broke asses. That's what my fucking problem is.
Yes, you have paid for it. You absolutely have. You've paid Nader more than once. And he wouldn't have gotten with you if you didn't.
They have. Why would I don't know why anyone would want to be a troll. They think it's funny. They think it's funny and it like makes them hard, makes them wet. That's what fucking gets them off in life. Yay. And then they have the nerve, like you fucking circle jerk each other like a bunch of like did you see these panels of these fucking hideous people? Inside and out. Ew. And you have the nerve to talk about my sex life? You're just jealous. Jealous.
Jealous my ass. Jealous
Jealous.
of what? Miss dying in the heat in fucking Kuwait, eating 7-Eleven for fucking 6 weeks.
Why does Munch's notifications work? Because he's at his little desk going, click, refresh, refresh, all of them. Refresh, refresh, refresh. But they hate me. You fucking need me, asshole. They're all trying to get me off the platform that they need me on. That they need me on. Are you
Just
kidding?
because somebody
Let's
has
move on to the next person.
dedication.
Then please do. Then please do. Please.
Just because a reactor has dedication to what they do doesn't mean they're sitting there in front of their computer all day going refresh, refresh, refresh. It's something called a notification, Foodie. They go out when people go live. You can set somebody's channel to notify you. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but somebody doesn't have to sit in front of a computer and hit refresh every 15 seconds, by the way.
Please, fucking move on to someone else. Oh, what, you can't? I'm sure someone can get you more views, right?
You absolutely don't want
whatever.
people
They're
to
all.
move on.
I'm going through their fucking videos. I'm telling you.
If it was not for reactors, your channel would be absolutely dead by now. The Kuwait Dark would
I'm
have
too
killed
fucking
it if it was not
emotionally
for
unstable for
reactors.
this shit. Like,
Would
I have
have
to
been
remember
dead.
how I feel right now, and I'm never, ever, ever. Talking about me being obsessed? This fucking asshole has no life either. When he's not doing his other boring channel shit, he's certainly not doing his girlfriend. He's too busy watching me and making dumb, fucking ridiculous videos that are not even true. Like, they're stalkers. Their panel is scary. He's going down. He doesn't realize it. Going down, Monty. Makes unflattering thumbnails of me. Every ugly motherfucker on your panel is worse. Worse. Worse.
Miss sit here and call everybody in the world a bully and hates being bullied. How everybody's a bully and everybody bullies her for her size. Yet every single person in Monty's panel, all of their, because you've only seen their avatars, they're all more ugly than you. Because what, you're hotter than 90% of YouTube, right? Ma'am, you're the biggest bully out of anybody. Where do you get off calling anybody else a bully? Seriously. Ridiculous.
10 times worse. So really, have a seat. Yes.
Yeah, they're not blending at all, MT. Like, I'm gonna have to watch another video on how to blend a gel pen because it's not happening. Maybe it's the paper?
They make me hate people in general, and I hate feeling this way.
Maybe it needs like a thicker paper? Like a marker paper?
He's an OnlyFans woman on his panel
Oh,
talking shit. The bitch with the ugly bangs? Yeah. Jealous. What the fuck is your problem? You're so secure in your sexuality. Really, bitch? Because you know what? You scream insecurity. Insecurity. The minute you open your mouth about
Oh, by the way, I don't watch these panels. Watches every single second of every piece of content that has ever been made about her. But I don't watch these panels, guys. Ma'am, that's all you do. Other than eating, stuffing your face with edibles, and putting shit up your nose at this time, you spend every other second of the day either sleeping or searching your name on YouTube and watching content. It's all you do. You still do it. And she gets one boyfriend, has sex with one man.
To have a reaction channel or have
and everybody's jealous.
Something that you built off of someone else and that your entire audience you're getting validation from is a bunch of single cell amoebas. Does that make you proud in life? Really? I'd like to know.
Gets one boyfriend, has sex, and everybody's jealous. Everybody wants to be her. Nobody else gets any. She's the only woman in the world, the hottest woman in the world. Like, the size of her head is.
Of course she is. Another one with no life, sniffing her own fucking farts.
Because she's with one friggin' crackhead.
Again, what are you gonna do without me?
What is the big deal?
Jealous. The whole year you were jealous of me and Natter. It's obvious. You're disgusting. Get out of here. You need to be in a loony bin. You should not have a platform.
I want to try though.
I go off on like this whenever people. Oh, shut up. Did I show the kid's face? Whatever. Kids playing in the background is a fucking loud. You go
off like this.
And his name isn't even Ethan. I made that up. So suck my chode. Thank you. You know what? You're all fucking getting it tonight. Let's do it.
All right, I want to go back to that. That was funny. Oops, wrong button.
Ethan, I made that up. So suck my chode. Thank you. You know what? You're all fucking getting it tonight. Let's do it.
Okay, first of all, why is she telling people to suck her chode? That's an Indian term It's interesting. I don't remember her ever being with an Indian man, and she tends to just pick up those their accents or words from those different men that she likes to date and friggin' anyway, that's a whole thing. Um, but the Ethan thing was not made up at all. You absolutely said that kid's name right from the get. His name has been Ethan. And she's angry and we're all gonna get it while she stuffs a goddamn wheelchair gummy in her mouth. This was her life. She's angry, everybody's gonna get it, and she's gonna stuff her face with wheelchairs. Which are 2,000 milligrams a gummy, by the way. 2,000 milligrams.
They all want attention from me and they're not gonna get it. Those panel people, no. Individually, never. You're never gonna get my attention. So keep trying. Keep trying. You think I watch you guys? I don't. If I watched
Yes, you do.
I would be
You watch
raging a lot more. Trust
everything.
me.
You rage every day.
Are you kidding? No, not Ethan. I don't even know the kid's name. Ethan Gate. Ashamed of my weight? How am I ashamed of my weight when I had a fucking video on my OnlyFans struggling to get out of the bathtub?
Granny Whisper, yes. In this time frame, she was very, very hard into the THC edibles and just THC in general, which is fine. She's Canadian, it's legal here. But she also, when she met Natter, got heavily into essentially every other drug. Excuse me, cocaine was the main one that they liked, but she had told us stories about essentially every other drug under the sun that she had done with him. So yeah, a lot. Tricky Tom Bettis over 1 million views didn't drive people to her channel, and no one wants to watch her directly. No, and I only watched a part of it, Bella, and heard more about it than I seen of it. And I just heard kind of what was left out, and I was really upset about that. I really wish she had have included those things like the animal abuse and, how she was trying to set up a death appointment for BBJ and, some of the really bad things, some of the real reasons people are real angry with her. It just seems like those things should not be left out.
Mm-hmm. What about that?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Bella. You're absolutely right. Why did you just pull them down?
Attention. That's what she wants. She'll have a fucking orgasm. You flick your beam to me every night, bitch.
See, this is how she used to react.
You probably subscribe to my OnlyFans. You're sick. Let's see your OnlyFans.
She'd turn it on her TV. She'd sit on her couch, turn on her TV with the camera facing her, raging at her camera, raging at her chat live, and with FFG or whoever, Nat or whoever she's watching, playing on the TV in the background and reacting, not pausing or anything, just yelling into the ether about whatever they're saying. It was the most ridiculous reactions you've ever seen.
Your body. This bitch is such a fucking gnarly coward. She's such a coward that
but
she
you're not
has
a bully,
to
right?
hide in an avatar. But I'm ashamed of my weight, huh? No, because you know what? I still look better than you. At 700 pounds, I'll still look better than you. At 500 pounds, I'll still look better than you. I will look better than you no matter what you do. You could lose 200 pounds and you'll still be uglier. You will still be uglier. And not only your looks, you are a shitty fucking person.
Yeah, I said animal abuse.
Hypocrite, shitty person. When I called her, and you know what, Chantal? I have to tell you, this bitch is fucking insane. You should have heard her on the phone. I wish I recorded the phone call. Holy shit. The lie she told. She's trying to tell me that she knows Natter's case inside and out. She's trying to tell me that. So you know what happened? His ex-girlfriend, she got stabbed in the stomach, and she escaped. The only reason she made it was because she escaped and ran to a fucking neighbor. Yeah, in imaginary land that happened. Yeah, kindness arc is over. Bye.
The only part of that story that FFG got wrong was that the stab was in the arm and not the stomach. Every other part of that story was entirely true and entirely confirmed by Natter to Chantal. So she wants to say that that's all fucking imaginary and she made everything up because that one thing was wrong, that the stab wound was not in the stomach, it was in the arm. Ooh, God forbid. I didn't watch the video. It came up on my feed today, and I noticed that I noticed it had those views. Oddly, Chantal's videos are never on my feed. Well, if you're not subbed to her, she might not come up for you. But you noticed what video on your feed?
See ya. Seriously. Like, what imagination land do you live in right now? Seriously.
I don't know, but a lot of people would like to live in your deluded land.
You're all dumb. None of it's true. You know what? The irony is, all of you people supporting this loser, she's the one telling the hugest lies. Hugest lies.
Trying to get everything in frame.
Hi, Pioneer Basic, and Ted.
Yeah, it works much better if I just use one color. It doesn't smear around. I definitely think it's paper empty. I definitely think like a marker paper would work better to
I honestly
blend
am considering moving entirely to OnlyFans. Like live streaming on there, putting videos, and doing prawn and advertising it on Pornhub. Because honestly, I'm so tired of this shit. I'm tired of YouTube.
well.
Like I don't even enjoy it anymore at all. She makes more money, then how come she can't buy a new fucking Adidas t-shirt? All her videos are demonetized, guaranteed. Because every time I swear too much, it gets demonetized. And she's nothing but a piece of shit. So, there you go.
There you go. What the hell do you think you just proved? Not standing up for anybody here, but what the hell does she think she just proved? Yes, her videos are not demonetized. They're not okay. We had this discussion earlier. FFG is monetized, meaning her videos are qualify for AdSense if the AdSense doesn't get taken away. Like if you're not cursing, if you're not playing music, that kind of stuff. But if you're monetized, you're also then qualify for super chats. Anybody who's ever watched an FFG stream has seen that FFG rakes in the super chat. She always has. That's her form of income. She's told us many times, more than once, that she never gets AdSense money. All of her streams go from green to red, which means they're monetized and going to make AdSense. There's going to be ads too. They're not going to have ads on them because you're cursing or whatever the violation may be. But it doesn't mean that you're not going to make your super chats, and that's where she makes her money. So I don't know what the hell Chantal thinks she just proved here, because FFG always made her money that way, and she still works in the super chats to this day. While now Chantal is broker than fucking broke, just because like she really thought this gravy train she was on was gonna last forever. Yeah, she was making good money for a short time, but she really thought it was gonna last forever. And there's some people out there that could have put that money away and really put some good use to it. She didn't. She just thought this will never end. I'll constantly make this much money. I can put anybody down. I'll always be on top. I'll always make more than everybody else. Now you're on the bottom and the reactors are making more than you and you can't fucking stand it. I don't either, Granny Whisperer. I don't either. Me neither.
I know, Laura.
That's a medication to me.
She has so much. It's all fake drama. People don't even care and then accuse me of being a liar. When in actuality, the irony is I'm the most fucking honest of all of them.
Yep. You're absolutely right. If you haven't seen this version of her, it doesn't take long to understand. Adidas gear is expensive. It's freaking expensive. Just because she likes Adidas doesn't mean it's the same shirt every day.
Projection and jealousy.
But it's all brand name shit.
Get the textbook.
Like it's expensive.
You are textbook mean girl because you're jealous and insecure and you want to be everyone around you.
Jealous
so you make
of
up
what?
Shit. You're like one of those weirdos who makes up shit to get friends, but nobody actually really ever likes you. I feel bad for you.
They do.
I'm tired of dealing with these fucking leeches,
really
man. It gets on my fucking nerves. Like it eats up my soul. They're so gross and dark.
Thank you for joining us. Nice to see you.
Oh, fuck off. I agree. To that degree, those channels should be removed. Or they should give me some fucking money.
Right, Cats? So well said. But to Chantal,
no, I'm sure FFG got wet just knowing that fucking matter. It moved to Montreal because she wants to fuck him.
If you do not have a man, to Chantal, that's everything to her. That is life, right? So if that was the reason that she took on this whole marriage thing, it was everything to her. She doesn't care if there's no chemistry, if the man doesn't like her, none of that matters. None of it is relevant. She said when she was dating Nader, all you had to do was fake love me. She doesn't care about the relationship. All she wants is to be able to say, my husband, my husband, my husband. And she can say that now. So she loves it. And that's all she ever wanted. So for some reason, to some people like Foodie, that's what's important. The other shit doesn't matter to them. Like the house and the car doesn't matter to them. They just need that eye of a man. They don't really, she's really mentally stunted at 16. She did, yeah, she did. But she was also on cocaine here, QTC. So I should probably, I know I'm not monetized now, but if I ever get there, these videos might go back. I really should start using different words for that stuff. Snow is what we used to say. But yeah, this was her snow era. So she definitely had more energy for sure. Right. You're absolutely right, Bella. You're absolutely right about that. She had like nothing, a couple of dresses and like the same old shirt, that cat mom shirt. Exactly. It's nothing to a lot of people. Ray, hello. Thank you for joining us. It is a hell of a drug, isn't it? Oh my God. I seen that clip and that meme. Oh my God. Somebody had played it. It was somebody's like opening. It was a reaction channel opening or something when like during this era. It was really funny. Tim, hello. Thank you for joining us. So nice to see you. You learned a new word yesterday. Bumfuzzle. That's interesting. That's very interesting. How's Marlon? Did she tell you that I changed her name? Leany Bow, hello. Thank you for joining us. So nice to have you here. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I like old and just assume it's still very I'm stuck in my head.
This whole time. That's what her big issue is. That's what her big issue is. Somebody's so obsessed with the relationship. I mean, what else would it be? You're totally warranted in feeling this way. These reaction channels have been going off on you and sniping for over a year. Yeah, so one night of rage, whatever. And if my fucking channel goes again,
one night of rage,
whatever.
One night of rage. It was like
I'm tired of not being able to voice myself and defend myself or defense. I'm starting to sound like
it's like
oh my God, defend myself. You ever listen to somebody talk? Even if you ever take on someone's talking mannerisms when you listen to them talk for so long? Oh, longer than a year. My whole fucking career on YouTube. Oh yeah, and reaction channels, you need them. They make you more popular.
They do.
They also bring you a lot of fucking extra grief. And you know what?
Your channel would be fucking dead from Kuwait if it wasn't for reaction channels.
Excuse this. No, I shouldn't be doing this right now. I shouldn't be fucking raging. But I can't help it.
No, you shouldn't be. But you always used to. It just didn't matter. It was your life. Rage away. We enjoyed it. It was great entertainment.
Your peas with bees? What? Oh, bees. I don't like making fun. I don't know. Like, he has an accent, you know? He's fucking not English, so I never really cared about that. But it is funny still.
She's talking about Nader there. And
that's the way forward, merch.
When she's mad at him and she's speaking about him or something he said or did, she will use this ridiculous accent just to be, you know, a racist dick.
They're just beasing channel. She's such a freaking passive, aggressive asshole.
Oh my God, FFG, this is kind of crazy.
Go look up Little Critters right now. Have you ever seen Little Critters? That's what she looks like.
What do you mean?
Oh my God, I wish Applebee's would
Chantal's rages? All her rages used to be like this. Or you mean FFG is getting kind of crazy?
Yeah.
She even bought
a
wig.
I'm not surprised.
With thin ass hair. This, what she's wearing right now is a wig. That's a wig she's wearing right now, Bella. And this is, I think, after the head shave. She doesn't have any hair here. She had already shaved her head.
I hate these people. So honestly, I'm a little worried about Roman
Interesting, Tim.
because he like went
Oh,
off live last
who
night and
is
then he didn't come
FFG?
back, and he was supposed to come back.
Sorry, Granny. French Fried
I'm
Girl is
serious. He just went
FFG.
MIA.
She is
The only
Chantal's
people I like
like
to talk to won't talk to me anymore.
nemesis. She's a reaction channel. Sorry, I just I will use acronyms like that, especially in like the foodie community, because I just kind of assume that others are in the community too and just know. But French Fried Girl, FFG, is essentially one of the biggest, if not the biggest, reactor to Chantal. And Chantal just hated her because she got the views, she took in more money. She just always raged against her. She essentially just became like an FFG reaction channel herself. She hated her that much. It was ridiculous. Like, um she would go live, and then FFG would go live and react to the live she did, and then Chantal would go live again reacting to the live FFG just did, and like it was a whole thing. Like, it would be like days of this back and forth. It's just nuts. Is she's okay, just tired? But did she tell you that I changed her name to Marlon? Actually, I didn't, but it happened in another chat this morning, and I seen it, and I messaged her in Discord, and her name is now Marlon. Truth, hello. Thank you for joining us. So nice to see you. The wig that recreates the hair of a balding woman. It's insane. The wig that recreates the hair of a balding woman. What? You mean the hair fibers? Or the merkin? What those are the only two that I can think they might be talking about. Oh, or the hair piece, like the like elastic with the hair in it. Is it any of those? I don't know. I'm confused of what you're talking about. She had quite a few wigs. She had the Dee Dee wig, and then um yes, FFG got BBJ, her cat. Yep, she rescued BBJ. Yeah, exactly. Oh, the wig she's wearing now, it's super thin looking. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I understand. See, it's way over my head. Telling you sometimes. Yeah, her brother. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That this wig does kind of resemble what her natural hair was like. You're right, except it's just kind of nicer. Her natural hair never looked this good 'cause she never brushed the fucking shit, but it kind of does resemble it a little bit. But I used to love the rig rips when she'd get mad or just upset or be raging, and she just rips the wig off and she's bald underneath, and she's raging bald with the big lashes on. It was always funny, always a good time. Ah, Granny Whisperer. You're too confused. Oh no, to this new girl, don't even know what's going on. You'll do research before you attend again, lol. Well, yeah, like currently she's in Kuwait and married to a man named Salah, supposedly married. We don't really think they're married. It's more like a marriage of convenience. That's kind of a long story, but that happened after this arc that we're watching currently, which was the Natter arc. She was dating a man named Natter. He lived in Canada, but he was an Egyptian uh, an Egyptian resident initially, and then I came to Canada. He was a drug addict, unfortunately. She became addicted to drugs. It was a whole thing. She couldn't let him go. Is a really big thing. She used to rage on the daily, and then she left for Kuwait and turned into a Muslim. It's quite a ride. But there are some videos out there that kind of um give her entire timeline more succinctly, so you can kind of understand all the initials. Yeah, you're right. I'll try and explain those a little better sometimes. I apologize for that. No, she never washed them. She would just piss them on the floor. The cats would piss on them. It didn't matter. Yeah, she did stalk him. Yep, she did. Natter for sure. Yeah, it's greasy too. I'm gonna grab more from Pretty Dumpy Women Zero Style. Yeah, mhm. Yeah, I would agree. She always dressed like a grandma or a mom.
Hi, Breezes.
Like that's always her style, even now.
Which Roman, the world-class boxer or the
And
millionaire?
Breezy. That's the other one
honestly
that
don't.
she really hates, and that's just Breezing today. She's the reaction channel. She was actually just demonetized yesterday or the day before. That's a whole thing. I don't want to get into. I don't know much about it, but it's a whole thing. And those are basically her two biggest enemies at the time, and even still now, were French Red Girl and Just Breezing today. And I think in both cases it was because they were bigger channels. They used to get more views than her, and she didn't like it. So she's just very
I thought he was
jealous.
gonna get fucking killed at the bar last night.
And she
Are you sure,
assumes
like,
if
he
those
okay?
channels aren't around, that everybody will
You get
just raw
offline and
dog
say
it and
you'll be
watch
back
her.
and don't come back all the time.
And that just won't happen. It just won't.
I know,
There's a
but
lot of
like,
people
you
that
know, you
will
guys
not watch
expect that
her,
of me. He's not usually like
like
that.
without a reactor.
You know what I mean, Liliana? Started crying, blaming me. Oh god. You guys, have you tried messaging him? Call him. Who? What are you talking about, Jacqueline Sue?
It's too bad the chat's not here
She
so we
looks
could
like
see.
garbage pail kids. She does. She looks like she belongs in a garbage pail with her friggin' eyes. Why do you care about Roman? No, I care about him because I know him. Like, if I know
Roman was
somebody,
a
even if we're
man
like
that
on the
she
outs, if I found out
didn't
something
really
bad happened
date,
to
but
them, I would
met
feel
on
really
a
fucking
dating
bad.
site for like a day.
You know? Why am I emotional?
And then he became like a reactor.
Like Roman? No, I'm not saying he's my responsibility, Liliana. I'm just asking if he's okay. Because, I don't know. Am I getting shit for Karen? What am I even getting shit for anymore?
Because you're a man crazy idiot, and everybody knows that's why you care about what he's doing. Look, see how her couch is pulled out from the wall? It's because Box Mountain is behind the couch.
Okay, there's nothing here for you, miss. I want some time
And
away
Granny
from your
Box
treat begging. Thank
Mountain
you.
was just what it sounds like, a pile of garbage boxes that she
Actually,
never
she's
took
comforting me
care
right
of.
now.
And there were so many that they had to literally pull the couch out from the wall to have room for Box
That's
Mountain.
insane. Unhinged. Discount Cabbage Patch Kids aesthetic.
I know.
Give her treats. She's supportive. Shut up.
You can't make it up as right.
What is this?
I know, poor BBJ.
Remember
She is
Reverence?
cute.
It was in my couch.
I actually seen a
Want to
very
do a real
recent
job?
picture that Frenchie
Because I
posted.
don't want to. What do you want me to do? Go work at McDonald's? No, I want to be. I want to do social media, and I want to travel and do vlogs.
That's lit.
Okay, Roman's alive. Okay, good.
See, even back then, she was saying, I want to travel and do vlogs. This was always her thing. She wanted a man to travel with and do vlogs. She didn't care if they left her, if she had to pay for it. She did not care. That was her goal in life. To her, that was success. Having a man to call her own that would claim her and traveling with them. What do you mean, Tim? You've never seen a Christmas tree before? I guess I'm confused. I know, Leanie. It was sad, and I'm glad that BBJ is out of that situation for sure. And I'm glad that Frenchie has done so much for her, and um, taken her to the vet so many times and gotten her on arthritis meds, and just really really helping her to live her last years in comfort, and it's great. The cats were pooping and peeing in the boxes. They were pooping and peeing everywhere, Bella. Everywhere. Hello, Carrie. So nice to see you. I have cats I couldn't imagine just letting them pee everywhere. It absolutely is the worst, cats. It really is the worst. It's one of the worst smells, and it's so hard to get out. Yes. Oh, do you mean you saw one in Foodie's video? Is that what you mean? Is that what I missed? Oh, no. Yes, but normally they go up in December, and she would just not take hers down. She didn't care. Actually, this year I don't think she put one up. But yeah,
I messaged him
normally.
on
Or you mean
Instagram.
somebody who's seen
I'm
like
not
around your house or something put one up?
just to make sure he's okay. She calls me names every day.
Of course you did,
She's
because you're a
jealous.
boy hungry, man hungry woman. You
Chantal,
have
can
to
you tell
know.
us about the time
And you have
FFG
to
phone
pay
call to you? Did she sound like a
all of
creepy
them.
Oh my god, yeah, and she talked all rushed and like and you know like oh fuck, it was like I was like okay, like she was like I felt like okay, that's nice of you to be concerned, I guess. But when I realized like she was lying, like whenever she said
Okay, I'll let that play and then
about the
I'll
details
explain.
about what happened, and I was like, how do you even make that up? Why would you even make that up? Like, why would you sit there and actually like just construct an entire real lie? You know what I mean? Like an actual lie. I don't care if Roman wants me or not, Rosalina.
Okay, so what she's talking about there in the story behind the French fried girl phone call is when she started to date Natter, and we found Foodie doxed Natter accidentally. And oh, the tree is up and lit in October. I understand. Um, French fried girl who was on YouTube but not reacting, doing other things, weight loss stuff at the time. She because she lives in Quebec and Foodie lives in Ontario. Natter lives in Gatineau, Quebec. And when they started to date and he was doxxed, French fry girl realized that one of her exes was in a friend group that Natter was in. Like it went kind of like that, which she didn't know him personally or anything. It was one of her exes knew his friend group or something like that. It was like a group chat that one of her exes was in. Anyway, so she knew of him just from that experience, and she tried to warn Foodie, and Foodie didn't listen. And Foodie did talk to her on the phone once, which is what the phone call she's talking about. And in the beginning, she said, "Oh my God, thank you for warning me," and da 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 da. Da. And she praised her for the phone call and this, that, and the other. And then after a short time, when she got back with Natter, which she did all the time, it was break up, get back, break up, get back. And at the time they were broken up, and then she got back with him, and it was she would just go off on FFG and say the whole thing was a lie and that the thing was crazy and she was just stalking her and da 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 da. But really all she was trying to do was warn her that he had, been to prison for stabbing people and, stuff that she wouldn't have known because Foodie hadn't told us yet. So, I mean, if she didn't know this friend group, there's no way she would have known. So, I mean, it was pretty blatantly obvious that she did know. Anyway, the whole thing was stupid. She absolutely did. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Then she doxed FFG's number to Natter, and then they went on to harass Frenchie for at least an entire night while Foodie sat there and laughed as Natter called and called and called and said, "I'll find you even if you live in a bird cage." Yeah. Yeah. And then Foodie said, "Well, I paid for your phone number change, so it wasn't really doxing. Oops." Yes. Yes, he was. Yeah. 2 years less a day, because he wasn't deported, so he did 2 years less a day. Yeah. For stabbing his girlfriend and, her best friend. Yeah. Mhm. Oh, no worries, cats. I'm doing 100 things and trying to pay attention. I'm just happy you guys are here with me. And I have a whiny puppy again in the background that I gotta go
You
deal
look like a
with.
fucking parakeet, Jaden. Get out of here, Big Ed. Jealous bitch.
Oh, well, I'm
Of
happy to
course,
fill people
90%.
in.
I like how you calculated that, Aunt Janet.
Hope I can give a
I
little
don't
bit
even
of
care.
backstory
I'm a better
'cause I
person
know
than
some of
her,
this won't
period, no
make
matter
sense.
how I rage here at her. Okay? They fucking deserve this rage. I don't care. Rambo! Hi. I miss you. Rambo, can we make fun of people? Just make me feel better tonight. Like a fart beans riding your coat. Ah, like a stuck. She probably smells like one. She talks about me smelling. You look like you smell worse. You look like you smell like stale cigarettes, Colt 45, and a fucking pack of fucking onion rings. Ew. Get a life. Have a taste of your own medicine. How do you like it? This is what you do for a living, by the way. You watch me obsess and then go online and say that I'm
one of her constant attacks, and still she attacks for, is the fact that FFG smokes cigarettes and weed. And constantly, Foodie goes for this. You smell like cigarettes, you smoke cigarettes, da 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 da, all this bull. And now Foodie not only is smoking cigarettes, she was smoking weed at this time and is smoking shisha in Kuwait, which is equivalent to 100 cigarettes an hour, and still goes on about, like, literally up until last week she had said something about it, still goes on about Frenchie's smoker's voice. And it's like, ma'am, like, the stuff she does is just ridiculous. I do too, Carrie. I do too. This was the fun Foodie. I miss her too. He is. Yes. Yes, Lainey. He is up on charges. I was actually thinking about that this morning. I don't know if that's resolved yet. Don't think it has. I think he still has a court date left to finally get it done and over with because they postponed it so much. But yes, he's up on SA charges for assault of a viewer, an older woman from the States that came to visit him. Yeah. Yes, I need to, like, rename my channel something about my animals. Like, I swear, every single time I hit go live, one of the animals needs something, and at least, I don't know, 3 or 4 times every single stream, they always need something. Like, I mean, I know I have 4 of them, but geez, it never ends. It's always a cat meowing or a dog whining. I love them. They're lucky they're so damn cute. She did. Yeah. Yes, you're absolutely right. Thank you for bringing all this up or stuff. There was just so much that happened that there's just too much to remember all of it. Yeah. So the SA charges that he's currently up on, Natter, during this time when Foodie was in his good graces or trying to be, she said that she was with him on the day that this supposed SA happened. She was live streaming from home, telling us that Natter was out meeting a fan. And the live stream is somewhere. It's something somebody will find someday. I don't know. I'll look for it, see if I can find it. It's out there somewhere. But she was literally in her kitchen cooking, telling us he was out meeting a fan that day. The very day that he was accused of the essay. So she tried to give him the alibi. And then said that the woman was too old and too ugly and he wouldn't do that. And it got really, really ugly. I agree, Bella. I agree. But because of where he was from, because he's Egyptian, and I assume he probably claimed like asylum or something when he got here, Canada won't return anybody to a country if there's a chance that they could be harmed. So unless maybe it was like murder or something, then maybe. But then I think you'd just be in prison for life. Even then, I don't think they would. So yeah, Canada's pretty progressive with that stuff.
I'm obsessed. Moron. And people eat it up because they're good. You're all like giddy. You're so 15. Proud. You should be proud. You're just like giddy. Yes, Natter. You're so 15. When you can't think for yourself, that's what you look like in my mind. You buzz like a fridge or like a detuned fucking radio. Thank you very much. Bye. So fucking bitchy.
You're always
No,
bitching.
I don't love it.
Everybody else did.
Why do I look like the insane one? Because I'm like, I don't get it.
Because you are. You're a nutcase. You're
Sorry
a
to see
fucking nutcase.
If someone told me I look
That's
like I
why
smell
you
like onion
look
rings,
like
I'd go
a
sit in the
moron.
corner and consider my
This is a glitter.
look at her views. Yeah, talk about anything else. Go do it. Well, now people will do it just to spite me. But before, if you went on live and talked about yourself, you would have fucking 50 views. 50. Because the only way anyone can tolerate the sound of you chewing on gravel is if you're bitching about me. So again, you live in my fart dust, bitch, and you always will. You always will. And someday.
Fresh Fried Girl still, to this day, pulls in anywhere between sorry, yeah, no, trying to do 2 things at once. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine, MT, go right ahead. No, that's absolutely fine. I completely forget what I was trying to say. Oh, darn. That thought'll come back to me. Oh, I'm completely lost. It completely slipped out of my hand. Wow. Sorry, guys. That thought'll come back to me. Oh, there you go. MT just dropped you're right. I'm in StreamYard. That's why it looks funny. Dropped the link for Carrie's channel. It's in the chat for anybody who's not subscribed and wants to pop over. She does a lot of Shanny coverage. And actually, I meant to ask you, Carrie. We were watching the Rev stream from yesterday, and I clicked on something, and we were like, I don't know how far into it, but I clicked, and I ended up out of it, and we didn't want to go and rewatch the crap we had already watched, so I was gonna just download it, and put it up on my channel afterwards. But I just thought I'd ask if you knew if you had it downloaded or if you knew if it was downloaded. But I was pretty sure you just watched them off Instagram too. So I just thought I'd ask if you had it, or if not, I'll just download it after the stream. And then I'll just put it on my channel. So yeah, if it's not already there, I will just put it up afterwards.
Someday, mark my fucking words.
I remember what I was gonna say. French Fried Girl still to this day pulls in from like anywhere from 2,000 to like 3,500 viewers in every live stream. In every live stream. Which is what she was so upset about. Believe me, thank you. Yeah, 3 to 4K a lot per live. Mm-hmm. It is a good time over there, Granny. It is. Yeah, that's why she's so jealous. Because she couldn't pull those numbers then, and she can't
I
now.
will get my life together, and I will go to Turkey, and I will turn my fucking life around, and you will still be a miserable piece of shit. And your legacy will look stupid and irrelevant. That's my
That
goal.
didn't happen.
Just
You're not in Turkey.
begging for donations when you got banned. Good life choices. Right? But they can. I think YouTube's getting tired of Chantal. Well, then you better be worried about that too, garlic fucking.
Ma'am, you begged for
I need to
food
come
and
up with a
shelter
better
when your power was out for 2 hours.
Ryan.
Oh, thank you, Carrie.
What kind of stupid, boring name is Ryan? Ryan. Yeah, you're a total Ryan.
I need to log into
Sorry.
YouTube photograph.
Fucking
But I can't do it with your mouse. I hate that. Sorry if things jump personal. I have to log into something else.
Even thumbnails. Applebee's garlic stale toast.
She's talking about garlic bread here.
stale
He's
toast.
a reactor who
Fucking thing.
still reacts a little bit.
You know
but
what? I
things are down
used
with
to rage like this
so
kind
it
of like
doesn't do
in
much.
school sometimes that people I'd be in arguments with. And
And
my
here
friends would
you
always
go.
say that. Like they
Wait.
would never take me seriously when I would argue with people because of the insults I would say. And I would get even more that they weren't taking me fucking seriously. I need a punching bag because I do. I need a punching bag for all my rage. I'm a very ragey person. Get out of here. You can laugh now. Again, do a live stream where you're not talking about me or asking for fucking sympathy from something. Loser. You're a loser, you know it. And you know what? All of those 3,500 people, they're bothered fucking haters who are also losers. So whatever, I don't give a shit. Yeah, your channel is getting striked tomorrow. So get ready. Get a fucking job, bitch. Go mop the
It's
toilets
been
at your
like
Motel 6, bitch.
at least 2 years. And
The
she's
saddest,
still
pathetic. That
saying
just
the
shows
same
you.
thing.
No,
And we're
see,
still
FFG
waiting.
thinks that means that she's more entertaining or better than me, that she has more viewers. No, that just means that people are fucking pathetic and would rather watch that kind of hate than anything else. Or they're so fucking. I don't know why people are so bothered. It's so funny. Her videos are absolutely bullying. So I would get deleting them all tonight because guess what? I have a lot of time on my hands, and it happens that I fucking hate your guts. So I'm gonna go and take you down for bullying and harassment, even if I have to lose my channel in the process. I don't care because you know what? I'll appeal it and say this is my case. All I have to do is bring a case to YouTube. So have your fucking last 3,500 fucking live stream right now because it's ending tomorrow. Watch, mark my fucking words. How much do you want to bet? Who wants to bet that it's gonna happen? There's no way you're gonna stay on YouTube. You're a fucking bully. Yep. All right. I don't have open chat, and people like they can hate on me there. So obviously they're gonna do that. They're fucking pathetic. You're gonna like what goes around comes right back around. It always does. It always does. People who think they just like are just gonna like, what does she think she's gonna do? What is her legacy gonna be to? Honestly, like, anyway, they're all dipshits, and I'm tired of them all. Like, it makes me not even want to be on here. Yeah, she doesn't even fucking care. She's just a fucking vile. Every vile. Like, have you seen her audience? Disgusting. Disgusting people.
Right, Bella. 100%.
I promise, I swear on my fucking life.
Not to mention, is saving to buy a house in cash from the money she makes reacting to fucking Chantal. I mean, if that's not fucking showing it to somebody, a fucking mic drop on somebody, I don't know what is. Like, you're absolutely right, QTC. You're absolutely right. Those people have some fucking dignity and know something about work. Not this one. Knows absolutely fucking nothing.
The cat's life, Pete's life, any life that I hold dear, I would rather be me than every single one of you motherfuckers. Every
You hold the cat's life
any
dear?
of those reaction channels.
You mean the ones you abandoned?
I don't, or what they do. Like, it's so fucking boring. I would disappeal it if they went after me after I go after her. I'd say, okay,
they're boring?
What are you gonna say about the 5 years?
The reaction channels are boring. Miss My Channel would be dead if they didn't exist. Because I can't keep a fucking viewer in Kuwait. Because my life has turned into the most boring thing on YouTube. You have got to be kidding me. Your channel is an absolute snoozer. If it was not for reaction channels, nobody would be watching. Nobody.
Years of fucking incessant bullying. That rage was triggered by you not listening to the fucking reports of these bullies. That's what it's caused by. And I would make a fucking ruckus, and I would not stop. I'm not gonna fucking stop. La 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 la.
We're still waiting.
Love that for you, bitch. You cannot be me. That's your problem with me. Yes.
This is I have money
and constantly like fucking. Oh yeah, whatever. Get the fuck out of here.
And she has nails on.
I'm not gonna have my channel when all these leeches. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, it's
all these fucking leech channels. No, YouTube is not going to allow fucking 26 bully channels to stay relevant on YouTube and cause me to rage. But be part of the fucking reason, because it does get to you at some fucking points. Okay, it does. It's not good for your mental health. I just wouldn't like feel. I would feel like a dumb idiot, like looking like her and acting like her and coming for someone like me. Like, what? Like, what did I even do? Like, I literally did nothing. And this person act like, you fucking bitch, you fucking pizza. What? Do you not hear yourself? You really need mental fucking help. Go get a fucking bed beside you know who. Bye.
Wow. So you think that it's YouTube's... First of all, you're the one who said that mental health is nobody's problem but their own. You said that Pete's mental health was not your problem. That it was his own problem and there was nothing you could do about it. So why the fuck is your mental health YouTube's problem or FFT's problem or anybody else's problem? It should be your own goddamn problem. And if you can't be on YouTube and handle what people are saying without coming on and raging like a fucking lunatic, the solution to that is not to have YouTube delete the other people. It's for you to stop coming onto YouTube. Because clearly your mental health is poorly affected by what people are saying. But it doesn't mean that they can't say it or aren't allowed to say it. They freely are allowed to say it. But she wants us to avoid triggering her mental health and her rages. Yet when Pete's was at a point where he might, be over with it, he was over it, she wanted to take off to go hang with Natter when all Pete's needed was a friend because, his mental health was not her problem, was not her business. She couldn't fix it. What was she going to do?
It's going to end tomorrow, so go get a job.
But you want us to worry about yours.
I have to maybe and stream there from now on. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm honestly like at a point I don't care. Yes, because she has an open chat, Vanessa, you dumb fuck. and it's all hate against me. So yes, she's obviously going to get more viewers. Obviously,
You're absolutely right, Kat.
she can flex her fucking flabby arms
And none of them
whenever
get it.
she does a stream just about her life and gets 3,500 views right from the get-go before anyone knew she was a fucking hating piece of shit. It won't happen. It would never happen. She tried to be relevant before she started talking about me, and she got no views. None. What? Like, this is, that's honestly.
Ma'am, when you first started your channel, it was about makeup and fucking try-on hauls and I don't know, bullshit. And guess what? You got no fucking views. You did not start to get views until the cheese graveyard went viral and blew up and BuzzFeed did an article on you. And you became a fucking loco. And then you started to get views. Not because you're some magical person that everybody loves to watch and everybody is so in love with. Or that you're just so special and different from everybody else. Your channel was a fucking flop too until shit went viral and you became a fucking loco. And that's the only reason it fucking took off for you. You started to eat on camera and there was a fucking niche of weird people for that. And then you went on this goddamn drug-fueled rage for over a year. And that took in a lot of viewers.
What they say doesn't offend me. What makes me this insane?
But she'll never admit that. Never, ever, ever admit that. But she'll sit here and say, FFG, all your videos used to flop. Only videos that do good are my videos. It's all me. Like, she just thinks she's so fucking special. There's nobody more special in the world. Nobody can do what she can do. Like, for the love of God. You're absolutely right, Billy. You're absolutely right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. QTC, you're right. And that's how she started, was makeup stuff. That was how her channel started. And it was a flop. It went nowhere. Yeah. You're absolutely right. She doesn't put any much work into her makeup and she often wears too much soot. And I hate the fact that she does everything with her fingers and she's been using like the same eyeshadow palette, which is a knockoff because the word is spelt wrong. It's really funny. It's supposed to say glow, but it says like goal or I don't know, the W and the L are on the wrong places. And she's been using it literally for like the last 3.5 years. It's eyeshadow and she just puts it on with her dirty fingers. Oh God, that thing must be so full of bacteria. One that is amazing at makeup though is ALR. She really can do some good makeup. So smug. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know why they're so fucking smug and entitled. It's so goddamn frustrating. And this era of Chantal was the worst. And it was the same with Shanny when she had money. That's when they're fucking entitled. When they have money and they just think they're king fucking shit. And it's so annoying. Yeah, she wears a lot of soot, QTC. That was for Natter. Yeah, that was for Natter, all the soot. I don't wear it at all, cats. Not at all. Like, literally at all, unless I'm going somewhere really special. Like, I dress up, I'll put it on. But, like, that's it. But, yeah, all of that soot is, it's like, I get, it's more of, it was more of like I don't know how to say this without sounding awful or mean or something, but it's just the way that Arabic makeup is done more. There's a lot more eyeliner used around the eye, and it's often just used a lot darker. And because he's Egyptian and she wanted to be the perfect, Muslim wife at that time, she was going to be Muslim for him too, and do all this for him. She would really, really pile it on, and we called it soot. It's just eyeliner, but she would just like friggin' line that shit on, so much of it, and never take it off. And then the next day, she just put new stuff over the old stuff, and oh my God, QTC, when I was doing my stream with Justice, there was a comment that had come up. It was the "Why Do You Hate Me" stream, and a comment had come up, and the comment, I forget, some home or something, and the comment said, No, the comment said Shanny's makeup looked like it was done by Homer's makeup gun or Homer's something gun. It was really funny. But you're absolutely right, it does. Well, to be fair, I have no well, I have a basic makeup look. I mean, basically, but it's just, the way I've always done it. But I'm not great at makeup at all. I literally wear it like once a year. I just don't do makeup. If I need it done, I go to my best friend. She's really good, and she'll just do my makeup for me. They really did, yeah, when they lost all the money.
Is they don't see if they're being fucking hypocrites.
I
Like,
agree,
this
Bella.
is coming from people below
Except
you.
for,
And
like,
so
a big day, it's like a
there,
wedding day
ta-da,
or
there goes the
something like
saying, you'll
that,
never
but
be
I totally
criticized by
agree.
people above you.
Just
You'll
for pictures
never,
and cameras and stuff,
never.
sometimes it
It's
needs to
always
be more
people down
pronounced.
under the fupa. Where you live, bitch, you're always gonna live under my fupa. It blows my mind that YouTube allows them to do it. Right. Absolutely. That's not fucking criticism at all. Her views are not support, right? Okay, let's listen to this. No, because her brain dead little fucking minions can't figure this out, Missy Moo. Does anyone actually think her views are support? She's watched because she was
Good old
raging.
Missy Mo.
A raging little gnome who was clouded in jealousy and pizza boxes. Right.
That sounds like you, not her.
Right. Absolutely not
Ranging
support.
gnome
They
full of
watch
pizza
when
boxes.
she
You live in
talks
Buck
about you.
Mountain.
Nothing else on her channel gets as many views. Always the way. And yes, that is relevant. Because again, how do you feel good and you're going to act superior when you're under my fupa? How are you going to act superior when you're under my fupa? New song coming out soon. But yeah,
Ma'am,
screw
nobody
you.
wants
Free
to
to
be
go
under
watch me.
there. They would die of
coming.
the stink of barracuda
You're
and
gonna see
fucking
it.
blue cheese.
Ooh, that was low. And you know what? I'm in the mood for low tonight. I love it, Applebee's. High five. If they
You're
get any
always
views
in the
now
mood
doing
for
that, it's
low.
because they're doing it to spite me. People always do shit just to spite me. It's sad. Like, get a life.
Have
No,
you
I
ever
wanna get rid of the
stopped to
witch
think
here.
about why
She's just
that
a
is,
bitch cat.
Chantal? Why so many people do things just to spite you? You ever stop to think about why that is? Maybe because you're just a nasty, horrible human being? Has that ever even dawned on you? Even once? Yeah. Right. Yeah, like I said with my friend, I get her to do mine if I need it done. I get flamboyant sometimes I don't usually have the spoons for it. You're right. That is kind of funny. You're right. They really do. Her trolls were bad. You're absolutely right, Bella. Her mom did her no favors with any of that. Spoon theory, it's a chronic illness thingy. You're over my head, QTC. I'm lost.
We bully. As I say, big fat ugly. Well, too bad. That was in self-defense. It's true. I don't make a channel sitting there going, ew, you made your mom mac and cheese, you fucking bitch. Do I do that? No, I don't. All right? The problem here is
Ma'am,
for
you
some
rage
effing
constantly
reason,
and then
love to
dirty
hate
delete
me,
them
and
all.
it's starting to piss me off. Shut up, HD. Suck my chode. They all deserve it. They deserve this
What
rap
is with
tonight.
the suck my
I
chode
hate
reference?
it. I don't like doing this.
Is she
Oh,
talking
look,
to an
FFG,
Indian
I'm still
man?
hotter than you. You look like my brown. Your face looks like my brown fucking saggy armpit. She looks like my
Ma'am?
fupa. I just figured it out. I need to cut her off. I need to cut the fupa. FFG is a master manipulator and has turned everyone against you, but karma will catch up with her. Diane,
And
I
this
love
was
your
like
content because you
100
know what?
pounds
It's
ago,
true.
and she wanted to
And
cut
she
the
probably
fupa
does
off
that. That's why
then.
she's hating harder every day. Like, people are like legit like, you better watch out. They're
Oh,
gonna come down and kick your ass.
interesting.
You actually fucking think I'm gonna let them cross my threshold? You think I'm gonna let that bitch cross my threshold? Really?
What are you gonna do about
Really?
a little T-Rex arms?
I have swords. I have mace. I have nails. I have these little gremlin feet to kick you in your gremlin face. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not fucking afraid of you. I have.
Ma'am, you're out of breath after 5 whole steps. You can't do the entire set of stairs without being completely winded. Is Pete's gonna haul out one of those swords? Because I doubt you could even wield one. And you legit have T-Rex arms that are so short that you couldn't even reach the person that you were trying to fight. You would literally be the easiest person in the world to fight. All you'd have to do was, like, push you over and leave you there. End of story. You wouldn't be able to get back up. Like, why does she think she's so tough and can fight at, like, people like this when they would absolutely be the worst person in a fight, yet they're the cockiest person on earth? It's so ridiculous.
I have cameras. I have fucking alarm system. I have the cops. I have self-defense.
That's
So bring it
interesting.
on.
I have the cops.
Fucking
I
afraid
have
of anybody.
self-defense.
Whatever.
Okay, so it must have been an edited video because that wouldn't have been how she ended it. So she definitely did edit it, but that's okay. That was something else, you guys. Holy. Isn't that nuts? If you've never, especially if you haven't seen old school Foodie, um, it's a lot, I know, for sure. Interesting, QTC. You're not an FFG fan, but she's legitimately funny and has charisma. Chantal is not at all. I agree, Bella. I completely agree. She definitely can be very funny, and charismatic. And Chantal, you're right, has absolutely none. No, I couldn't agree more. Yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine, cats? Can you imagine? I can't even. I can't even. It would be like 4 steps out of both of them. They'd be like, all right, need to sit down. We need to have a break. Like, I just can't. That would be so funny. Um, that would be funny. Okay, so Carrie found us the Rev stream on YouTube. So we can go back and find what we missed without having to screw around with Instagram. Right? That we do like pay-per-view. That would be fabulous. Pay-per-view boxing match. I think it's so funny with her like T-Rex arms. Like, who are you gonna fight? Seriously. I don't know if enough Shanny could play out Chantal. Yes, thank you, Carrie. Absolutely. Thank you for finding it for us. I was gonna download it, but yeah, it came through for me. So that was great. I didn't think it was put on video yet. Or on YouTube yet. I hate Instagram. It's like the worst. You can't go back. I don't know how to adjust the volume. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. Oh, hang on. Oh, I did it right. I just need to move this. Okay, so this is from a drama clip dump. So I'll have to remember to link that in the description here when I'm done. So let's find out where we were. She definitely smeared Chantal into a wall.
Through effects.
Let's figure out
straight
where
up.
we were.
So I want you to know more accurately. I was just a son that loved his mother, and I
Yeah,
took
we've
care of
seen
her
that.
through the cancer, and then I got
Yeah, we know.
and a woman. Okay, really big, huge, life-shattering, possibly ending actions. Okay, so as a Christian, if you are one,
I think we
it
got.
needs to happen that you find a way to ask Shannon for forgiveness for the actions that you did.
I think we got to hear
Because
just
it
a little
does,
tiny bit
it
past here, so
spiritually,
because he's
it's a
talking
thing
about the life
there.
ending, whatever the hell.
The
I'm gonna speed him up
closure,
just
the
a
lack
little.
of closure results in doors not being able to be fully shut that need to be. So what I'm saying to you is just try and find a way, and I'm sure you can, make some, oddly irrelevant new Facebook or something, and just throw a
Yeah, I think
message
so
out
too,
there,
MT.
because she's still there, saying, look, I am
You're
really
so
sorry
right.
for the damage that I understand that I caused you from the way things ended.
Oh my God, Big Mac, I'm dead.
Well, I think that would just not be
Didn't even think about that.
possible thing for
It'll
him
bring
not
a
to
nail
realize,
out
given the fact that when I
to
talked to him
commentate the
about how
whole
well he
thing.
knows
It's
you,
so good.
the way he spoke, he was like, don't worry about it, guys. I know how to take care of her when when she needs emotional support and stuff like that. So I know how to deal with her.
Oh, you did that perfectly.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
Is he
saying.
loud enough? I had her down
The
for
devil got
Foodie,
in,
but-
or whatever. The devil got in, or something,
Yeah.
and really made it just a horrible.
He
train
really
wreck
seems high to me,
emotionally
Carrie,
for 3 people.
because he just
Okay.
seems really upbeat and active. Am I
So
wrong there?
I really feel that there is a need for an apology to happen, because I know Shanny's heart, and I'm pretty sure I know what is going to happen with that type.
And we speculated a
Simple
little
message.
bit. But why the hell, after
It's
7 years,
literally
do they want a
not
fucking
even.
apology
It
from
doesn't
Chris?
even have to be 2 sentences. It
Except for
just
the
be,
money,
Could you please
which
forgive me for what happened? That's literally it.
you're right. We were
Because
asked something
then,
about
Chris,
Calvinism.
when you have that action, that's when God sees that your heart is pure and you truly do want to move on from the demonic
Either
shit
guy, yeah.
that coursed through your body, and you had this action. Telling me that
He broke those boys' hearts.
oh, you mean what Chris did to them? Yeah,
Yeah.
emotion opens up a lot more talking. Zachary's pretty to the point and focus on it for a second and move on.
He's angry though.
Oh, he's angry. Well, I wouldn't say the words he
Right.
says, because that's his
Okay,
business.
talking about the boys being upset. Yeah.
You could do a reaction video, whatever the hell. I know people do this stuff with everything we do, so go ahead and do whatever.
Oh, Shanny getting mad at the comment.
It's just karma, which is Christian teaching karma.
Oh, yeah.
And reap
Okay, we
what you
talked
sow,
about
yeah.
that. You're right. We were a bit further. Whoops, that's probably too far.
How could they? But they beg and plead for the person.
Too far.
It's like, I don't know. You could see, you chalk it up to age, but you're with somebody for that long, and it's like you shared a life, and
No.
That was a lie.
that really is not something. For some people, it's not repairable because it's so traumatic. The event is so traumatic that it fully changes the way their brain even reacts chemically to trauma or loss.
Because I thought we loved each other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll stop here
That's what I
because
saw.
I'll stop bouncing around, but we're
I mean,
pretty
it was
close.
like a knowledge. Like I know he'd never hurt me.
I know, Cats. It's very obvious, yeah.
That was a lie.
That's the deal.
Right,
And it
right,
really
yeah.
is sad. I don't understand.
You see how how good my short-term memory is?
Because
30
it's
seconds.
like, I don't
Damn
know, you could
goldfish.
see, you chalk it up to age, but
Right, MT?
you're
I
with
know.
somebody for that long, and it's like you shared a life, and
You think
and
QT
Give them no closure.
Yeah.
It's cruel.
yeah,
I really don't know how she feels about Chris.
yeah.
I definitely know she doesn't like Rev.
cruelness level, especially with 2 developing minds. The time that this was done, you're going into preteen. They were preteen. They were like 9, 8, 10.
They don't trust either.
You think
How
QTC?
could they?
I don't know much about
How
him.
could they? But they beg and plead for the person that's in their life to be that for them. Please be my dad. It's like, holy crap,
Who's begging and pleading for you to be their dad? Because bad choice.
But see, it's getting too real at this point. That's heavy. Because they need you. I say from the experience of being a male and not having a father from 7 on, that was horrible for my. It wasn't.
You should know too.
Mm-hmm.
He lived without a father.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I sort of have.
No, he lived most of his life in his childhood without a father.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
Literally, you don't even have custody of these kids anymore. And you're not going to get them back.
Like,
Why are you worried
if my
about
dad didn't
any
pass
of
away at
this?
7, I'm most likely would be a car mechanic.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Because I was under the car with him all the time. I was just too young to really hold on to what I seen when I was 6 and 5.
Of course. And then he
And
died, and
under a
then there's
hot
no
rod,
way you could possibly ever
suiting up
learn
in awesome
anything. I
shit.
mean, not like
I
their
would've been taking
schools or
notes.
anything like that. The
Yeah, I
hell.
would have been a mechanic.
So, I mean, he died. What could you do? You must
But
learn how
life,
to be a bum, because that's exactly what happens when somebody loses their parent. Like, what the hell?
it is what it is. But I know I took the right path because my mom needed me because she was old. She was older. So that she needed me, and there would have been nobody to take care of her. So I'm blessed. That's what my life was, you know.
Right, we know.
And
You
now I
took care of
just
your
hope that
mom.
Jesus
Great,
could
good for
open a
you.
door and I could get like
Fucking
a radio host
congratulations.
job
You
locally
did the bare
with
minimum.
like KRZ or
And she fucking left you a
97X
small
or whatever,
fortune.
and I
Great.
could be
You did the bare
representing disc
minimum.
jockey
Good
and
for you.
Stained and shit. That would be
You still beat a
phenomenal.
child.
That'd be the dream come
And that
true.
is
And then oh
unacceptable.
my
I
God,
don't
I
care
could
how many
lease an Escalade in
parents you
Shannon.
take care of.
I got a brand new.
Baby, I have a question. Am I being short today? I feel very vulnerable.
Earlier, a little bit, but I understand. You're going through tons physically. People don't understand that.
Oh, fuck off. No, she's not.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Okay.
You've been great, and I love your.
You're right.
couples,
I love your couple.
and we watch stuff together. I just felt really, I don't know. It's this coffee, man. This coffee, it's a local thing.
You're absolutely
Black
right.
and
Yeah.
Brass Coffee Roasting Company. $5 a can though. That's a one-time thing. I'm not doing it again.
Must be something.
I'll smoke one more with you, and then I'll wrap this up. But I love you, Shanny. Like, and I want to be perfect dad, the perfect provider.
But yeah, oh yeah, definitely lazy.
Take care of the household because you're sick girls, and I want to be there for my good baby.
Yeah, I wasn't involved during that time at all. I really don't know him. Or anything really about that era.
A good guy that can
I
provide.
didn't watch any then. Or really dig back that far into the older footage either yet, so I haven't seen too much.
So yeah, I mean, the question is, Chris, and see, I'm a spiritual Christian. I'm not.
But like he
I'm not
said,
I'm not
we
like
didn't split
Calvinist.
everything 50-50. You even took the boys 3DSs. So
spirit
is it about money?
of
Does he want
Christ,
Chris to like pay
the
them
Holy
now
Spirit doesn't
after
have
7 years
as
when
much
you don't even have
power
the kids
now
anymore? Like,
because it's not
yeah,
the time of
$5 a
prophets.
can and tea. I
So
know.
the spiritual
With
gifts
no fucking money,
are
who's paying them
forfeited
now?
in the modern era. That's what most Calvinists believe.
Carrie,
That
that's
the
exactly what I said
spirit-filled
the first time we heard
Christianity
that.
of the first
That's
church with
exactly
Paul
what I
is
said. I was
gone
like, yeah,
because it
exactly.
departed.
Nobody else feels any pain
Well, you
ever.
ask them
Only her.
because Jesus Christ said, "My spirit's here forever."
Yeah, far as we
His
can.
spirit is
But
Chris is accountable.
never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know, and it's
exactly.
really you're starting off on a really bad foot if you were taught their doctrines.
You're right,
From a young
QTC.
age.
Yeah,
I feel
they
for
were
you.
gone with
I was not
CPS,
put
and the
under that
reason she was able to get the back was because she
diabolical,
married Chris.
woman-hating, sex-deprived.
I agree, Cats. I agree. They
weirdness,
were very poor.
repressed.
They were poor enough
weirdness.
that Shanny was
I was not
working
put under that.
for a very short time,
So
but
I
she
can't
worked.
relate to that, but you definitely have to let that go because that's leaven.
Who are you to talk about letting shit go when you're talking
Christ's teachings in red
about
boiled down to two
Shanny's
statements: to love God
ex-husband
and
from
love your neighbor.
7 years ago, and you're telling him to let
That's
something go?
literally his entire teaching. If you're going by the man himself, and you're not adding even Paul, or you're not adding even maybe worth more than Paul, the Apostle John. Okay, not even adding his
I
spiritual
wanted to
revelation
see what he was
stuff.
smoking
Divorcing
because it
all of
looks like
that.
the same thing he
You
was
stick to the
smoking
red
in the
letter teachings. There's
other
two
stream the
commandments,
other
and that's it.
day.
That's the whole law, prophets, and
And
scripture summed up to make it as fucking easy for you
they're either like, okay, it
to
does have a
love
brown
him and
filter,
show
so
him
must
that you
just
love
be
him.
like
And you show love by giving
king
love.
size
That's
or
really
like 100s or
easy,
something. They're really
simple
long
to get.
cigarettes.
That's why Jesus said that you have
But
to
like
be a
the other
child
day, it looked like a
to come to
blunt,
the
or at
kingdom.
least
To the
whatever they were
knowledge of the
smoking the other day.
kingdom,
They had to
it's
keep
as a
lighting it,
child. You come as a child
which
because
wouldn't
a
be a
child
cigarette.
normally has no malice, and they trust.
You're
That's
right,
another one for
QTC.
Chris. Okay, you had two young ones that put trust in you. That and same with Shannon.
Are you fucking shitting me? Those kids put their trust in you too, Rev. And what did you do? You went in and you fucking beat on that child. But your big concern is the fact that these kids heard Chris have sex with another woman through a wall. And that's so horrendous that 7 years later he needs to fucking apologize because those kids trusted him. They fucking trusted you too. You beat them, abused them, neglected them, and starved them. Had them taken away from their mother, put into foster care, and now are in God knows what kind of a situation. Hopefully better than they were. But they trusted you too, Rev. And if you ask me, what you did was a shit ton worse than whatever the fuck Chris did. Because get real, they heard you and Shanny a whole lot more than once through the fucking wall. Like I said earlier, while they were fucking crying the day you got out of jail and Shanny let you back in the house. And they were bawling. Because you were their fucking abuser and she let you back in the house. Was she comforting her kids from crying, being upset? No. She was in the room having sex with you, and they heard it all. But you don't need to apologize? Why? Because you did 13 days in jail and fucking atoned for it? Seriously, get fucked, Rev. Ugh. Sorry, guys. Total rant. I like stared at my computer screen of Rev's face that whole time. My God, he makes me mad. I know, Cats. He's such a cock. Just awful. Yep, years of verbal abuse. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Rev, your pawn scum for abusing the cat. Yeah, for abusing those cats. Burning heck. Yeah, absolutely. Right, Carrie? Sometimes it just makes me so fucking angry. I'm just like, you just want to scream at him sometimes. But, like, he wants to fucking tell Chris to apologize. Like, you've got to be shitting me. You have done so much worse. But, oh yeah, Chris better apologize. Get real. Exactly, MT. Exactly. It's uncomfortable. It's not something you want in your life. But it's not as traumatizing as being literally abused. Physically, mentally, being starved. Those things are a whole lot worse. You and me both, QTC. I think you can probably tell by my ranting. You and me both.
That's damaging when your actions for things you say you love turned out to be cancerous and dark. Okay? That's the inversion. Do you have masonry in your life, Chris? Do you have generational masonry in your life?
Yes.
Yeah, well, you have to pray to Jesus Christ to break any spirit bonds that you have from that, going back to the 7th generation, and you cut it off in a prayer, and it's over, if you really believe in Jesus. Calvinist and Mason history, that's really, you're starting off on a foot that you're already in the Pharisee camp. And generational energies are not to be taken lightly. Generational curses and generational oaths, okay, they're not to be taken lightly because it's blood bond, and the Bible, it says that the life is in the blood. So you're making a life bond. Your blood is linked to that shit. And if it's in there and you haven't said to Jesus Christ to break the chain of that, it's going to affect your actions in the world, because Jesus was about light. He was about teaching in the open. He was about no secrets. He said to the Pharisees, you convict me of these things, and I did everything that I did in the daylight and in the open. I've hid nothing from you. Anybody that came to me that had an ear to hear what I said, they heard it and they judged it. You bring charges to me of whatever you want to bring to me. Like, this would be Jesus talking today if he was before the Sanhedrin, which does exist in Israel. Like if we went over to Israel and I started, I opened my scripture and I started open air preaching like Jesus at the temple at the time. And I started preaching that. And they thought I was a paranoid schizophrenic that was going to blow up the mosque, the Dome of the Rock or something. And they throw me in jail. It would be the same shit if I had the IDF, asking me, well, are you like a Palestinian activist? Like, do you, I'm like,
What
no,
the
I'd be like,
fuck
no,
is
I'm
he
like a
on
Zionist.
about?
Okay, I've always preached for Israel's right to exist, so I'm not that. But I'm telling you that you need to prepare for Yeshua, and they'd be like, oh, okay, you're one of them. And then they'd probably let me go, and then I'd have a ban.
God.
Like, I couldn't go back to Temple Mount. Because any kind of...
Right, Ariana?
Just simple preaching would shake the foundations of that temple.
Agreed, truth.
Because he's so close at this point.
Agreed. Completely
It's
agreed.
really, really close. I'm telling you, like the spirit-filled Christians, I gotta look up all my guys and see how they're feeling.
Probably because they can't
Because
control their
he's
own, so
coming.
they
He's
try
definitely
and
coming.
control somebody else's.
But
Exactly,
this is why
Carrie.
you see the
Exactly.
world shifting to
Mhm.
love. The hate is absolutely there, and it's always going to be there because there's hate fetishists out there,
Oh
and it's
yeah,
very popular to
but it has nothing to do with you guys or your actions,
engage in the
right?
thinking of the
Why people
darkness.
don't like you?
It's
No, of
profitable
course not.
still.
Of course not. No, it's definitely just a hate mob.
So the apology should happen, and I'm hoping that's in some fashion
He's
that
so
can happen.
ridiculous.
I can check on your channel from time to time, do a reaction to this, whatever you want to do, and we'll just apologize.
I wouldn't count my breath.
Yeah, I know. I'm not counting nothing, but I know we'll probably see it. So, yeah, you should apologize for the wrongs that were done.
Oh God, I have
They were
no idea.
serious consequence wrongs.
The end is near.
And you gotta
Donate
own
to
it. If you
Shanny.
believe in
Yeah,
Jesus, you know that I'm telling you the truth. That you gotta own it.
and there goes the neck.
And the
Yeah,
only way you own it is to ask forgiveness. And if the forgiveness is there, then you've made peace with your brother, and it's good. That's what Jesus said. If it's irreconcilable and there can't be forgiveness, then that's another story. And God sorts it out in the court of heaven, and it's done. Okay, like He'll take care of it in that sense.
seriously, what are
The
you
report
on
card
about,
is
Rev?
dog shit though, in that sense. So you better ask forgiveness. That's just all there is to it. You got to. But watch for the sign in Hollywood to fall. They're going to have a real big one in California pretty soon, and the Hollywood sign is going down as a sign from the Creator that He doesn't engage in the actions of reprobated mankind. That He's a protector of children and the love of innocence, and He's going to tear it
So
down
many gel pens, guys.
because
All my
it's
cell
a
phone boxes are
vampiric
filled with
leech
gel
of the
pens.
purity
I
of
need to
God
get a case.
on a cancer on humanity is the lovers of darkness that are Crowleyan Satanists. Okay. Aleister Crowley, the most wicked, disgusting freak. And don't let anybody ever tell you anything different, okay? Because I've met Crowleyites.
I
and
know,
they can be
Ariana, when he
extremely
goes on about
convincing with the way they
the
present themselves,
religious
very
stuff, it's
charismatic
like,
and intellectual.
it hurts the
They want to
head.
philosophize and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And they have
yeah,
great
to
parties.
me, it's like way over my head.
If you like women and you like having fun around women,
You're absolutely
they have
right.
great parties. But I'm going to tell you that leads somewhere you don't want to go at all. Real dark shit. But that's what you deal with. The truth, I really believe the majority of the government that is evil, because it's not all evil government, guys. Majority of the government is just a person getting a paycheck that they don't know shit. They know their papers that they have to look at until their eyes cross. You know, they work 12 hours a day and their eyes cross and they can't see anything anymore. They don't know shit about what's going on in the really dark hand shit. They don't know nothing. They're all Crowleyan Satanists. I could guarantee it. All of them. The ones that are on the dark side. Because LaVeyan Satanism is really just, cosplay and having a party, period. It's a party religion. And mocking Christianity because they see it as old-fashioned, backwards, and stifling of all the things that humans like to do, like fight and fuck and that stuff. That Protestants would say it's evil. Don't dance too close to your girlfriend because it's evil, which is insane. That's stupidity. normal
Chantal
homosexuality and
in
love
a stream,
and beautiful.
I don't know, yesterday or the day before, she was talking about Arabic music and dancing, and just Sam put out a short of it this morning. And there is anyway, in the stream, she's talking about how she thinks that the Muslim culture has it right, that and how music is banned in Kuwait because it stirs up feelings inside of you or something. And I don't know, it was so ridiculous. And then she put it together with an older clip of her lip sync into some song in her bra and underwear. Oh my god, it was so ridiculous. But yeah, she's like the Western world and their music stirring up feelings. It's banned here in Kuwait because we're so modest. Oh my god, so ridiculous.
God. It's not to be stifled and deliberately tried to be neutered or whatever. That's counterproductive to humanity carrying on.
Right, truth.
Jesus, the Lord said, be fruitful and multiply, because that's part of the plan.
Always.
It's like he wants more kids. He wants more interaction. Because if you're God, you're all powerful. You can create a tree.
That was a red one.
You want to have other conscious individuals,
It
other
was
conscious
blue.
entities
That was A for
to
or red
congregate
for
with,
some
because
reason.
it's lonely being God. Okay, so he created us, and he's got a bunch of us telling him he don't exist, and that's funny. That's atheists. Okay.
Oh my god.
You have like the mind of God, and you're thinking and talking, but you don't even understand that the intelligence is there because God created it for you to experience. And that's what the real intimate relationship with the Creator is that you realize that his consciousness is interacting with your consciousness, and it's really the same consciousness. So you are God experiencing his own creation.
The only thing I
At
hate
the end
about
of the
gel
day,
pens, you start
because
writing, then you
consciousness
stop
is
for a
like
second, and then you
another
go
piece
back
of
to it, and the
God.
gel just stops
And
working on
it's
you.
objective too, because
You
I
go
can
going
see
again.
a car crash happen
I
out
love
here,
gel
and if I
pens,
had the
but
video on it, you can
for
see
that
it with me
reason,
happening in
it's
real time.
okay.
So we know it's objective. It's not an illusion completely.
Also, I want a set
It's not
that are
it might be a
have names
simulation.
and numbers on them,
This might
so
all be
that
a
I can create
simulation
like
of
a
some
color
other
chart, like I do with my pencils, and
actual
actually use them
reality,
for
like the
coloring.
Matrix.
Because this way, I'm
That
just
could
kind
be.
of looking
But
at the
that's
pen
brain in
and
the vat stuff,
assuming the
and it's
color
simple to
and
consider.
testing it and then
We
using
can
it.
know
So
that it's a sunny day out.
I really
There's
want to look
not
for a set
it's not
that
raining out. I know that the
has names
sun's
and
out,
numbers, so I can
so it's a nice
create a
day.
chart for
It's
it
not raining.
because I do enjoy coloring with them.
It's an
Listen to her in
object
the background.
lesson.
Oh,
If I
ow,
took
ow,
the
ow, ow,
people
ow, ow,
outside
ow,
right
ow.
now and showed you the sky, it's a sunny day. It's objective. You know
Yeah.
it with me. It's a nice day out.
That must be
So we have an
her
objective
cue to
reality. The
Rev
question is there
to,
is this
can you
just a
start begging for
mainframe
Delta 8 money,
to
please? Because I'm
a
in pain. Ow,
supercomputer?
ow, ow, ow,
That's the question.
You know what else is objective?
Huh?
The law.
Well, that depends on what you mean by the law. You mean laws written on books?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm pretty sure abusing children is against the law, Rev.
And the Constitution is the Constitution is written from here from 17.
Trump is the lawless one.
He's definitely lawless. He's
You're
playing
seriously
the
back on Trump?
role of this savior demon, like Azazel or Lucifer.
Yeah.
Like a scapegoat, Judas goat, where you have 46% of the country believe that he's almost, well, he's definitely still electable to 46% of the country, and then maybe 26% of them believe that he's almost worshipful. I don't know if it's that high. I hope not. Maybe 10% of the 46% think that he could be worshipped. That's still too high. That number should be 0%. Because he has no behavior of an avatared Buddha. He has the behavior of maybe
a spoiled 7-year-old brat.
I was going to say something along the lines of Hugh Hefner mixed with Howard Hughes. A weird
glitch in the system,
incest infected mind.
Oh,
Biden sucks. Sure. I look, and everybody says that. Okay,
that's bullshit.
That's not bullshit. He is not.
Leave Biden alone. He's a nice man.
We just give him a pass.
Are we gonna start fighting over Biden and Trump now? Because that would be funny.
So-called hometown, and they're like, he's full of
He
shit.
seems amped to you also.
Have to say. They're part of the devil too.
He's so high, he has to be. This is like some kind of amphetamine. I would agree, MT. I think so too.
Better. There's definitely a mind out there that can run the country like a business and start making more money. And
I mean,
start actually,
he claims that he has ADD or ADHD, right? So if he does claim that and doesn't actually have it, and they prescribe him those meds, that's exactly what that would be. And for somebody without those issues, those meds have the effect of an amphetamine. They don't have the calming effect that they do on people with like ADD or ADHD.
A Scranton Catholic.
And he loves Jesus.
Yeah, I had a dream about Biden that proved to me that the Creator
like I know my
loves him. that
one of
he's after the
my
heart of God.
boys is
And it was very simple dream, and it's one of those dreams that
ADHD.
you know there's a message in
And
it, and
when we
they
pick up his
cathartic because you
medications,
remember
the
it like it
pharmacy is
happened
super, super strict.
in
Like,
reality.
you can only
And it
fill
was very
them
sweet.
like literally the day
And
before
the message
they
to
run
me was,
out
you might
and
not agree
things
with
like that.
this
They're
man,
just,
but
it's a
he
very,
does love
very
you.
regulated medication
He has a genuine
for
love
that
for the
reason.
Creator
Exactly.
as a Catholic, because the real spirit Catholics really love God. They do.
So that
There's
people
no doubt
can't,
about
you know,
that.
get them early, take too many,
They're
and
not
all that
evil
kind of stuff.
people. There's very few, I'd say, evil Catholics. I think the vast majority of Catholic people are really, they want the best with God
Amen.
and the world. They want to have world peace type stuff.
Amen. You're just a different body part.
Yeah. And they just say it's the
Can you
universal
imagine
church,
living in this
that's
house and
very,
having to just listen to
don't,
this conversation all
they
day?
used to call itself the Church of
I
Christ.
swear to
It's
God,
supposed to be
I would
founded on
like,
Christ and
I
Christ
don't even
alone
know,
to
I
start
would
with,
have to
the
find
kingdom. But
something
yeah,
to stuff in my ears
they're
so I didn't
wonderful
have to
people.
hear it.
And the
Like,
same
I
goes
couldn't
for
handle
Mormon
this.
people.
Definitely some headphones and like a podcast. I don't know, it's anything.
after
Like,
the
oh
heart
my
of
They're gonna
God.
have Pharisees call you a heretic for this.
Sure, I know that.
And I
Oh, you
honestly, I think
ecumenical.
Rev
No,
drives
it's just
Shanny
loving your
crazy
brother,
too.
because that's
Because like
Jesus
in
says
some
you're
older
supposed to
streams
look
when
at the
they still lived
church
in
and you see
Colorado and
brotherly
Shanny
love,
would do
and
streams,
that shows them that you are a
you could
Christian, that you
tell
love your brother.
that she was annoyed when Rev would come in or interrupt
And
her
Jesus went
stream or
beyond
start
that, and he
talking.
said you love
You
your
could tell
enemy,
it would annoy
which is
her.
that's the
So
bridge too far for most people.
I
I
even
could
think she
love
gets annoyed
those
with
that love
his
me, but those
rambling
that hate
bull.
me, no, I can't do that. That's the bridge too far, but that's the test. And that's part of the reason I keep coming back to do streams
And I don't
and
think
stuff,
she's
is
attracted
because
to
I
him
feel the
at
love of
all.
Christ, and
It
that
was
makes
all
me
with the
want to share
money
the
to
love of
begin
Christ,
with.
and then maybe touch your heart and make you understand what he's really about. It's not about the judgment. That's part of it, because it has to be
for it again.
justice. That's just a God principle. It has to be.
I need to do something other than yellow because the yellow is hard to
without
see.
having justice. It doesn't work.
Ugh.
You okay? What's happening?
Hot flash.
Oh,
I thought she was going to say heart
you've
attack.
been having a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
But that's it.
Welcome to
Coffee
fucking
poisoning.
womanhood, Shanny.
Like poison.
Jesus Christ, she complains about
Yep.
fucking everything, this woman.
And at the end of the
God
Gospel
damn
of
it.
Mark,
I
Jesus
swear
says,
to
"What I say unto you,
God.
I say unto all." Watch. What do you mean by
If
that?
every
Well, he
woman
literally meant,
complained
like, my dad can
about
decide right
everything
now
the way
that
she
after I've
does,
ascended, that it's going to be so
I swear
bad
to
on this
God,
planet, he's
nobody
just
be
going to
able to
preempt
deal
it
with
and bring it
anybody.
back in 5 minutes. I don't think that's
I've
going to
never
happen,
heard the
but it could.
likes.
So I'm telling you what I tell everybody: watch, because when you don't know the day or the hour the Son of Man come, and you want to be a good servant if you love him. Like I tithed what I had into the peace of the family. That's what happened. We didn't recklessly spend nothing, and that I'm telling you, that's the truth.
Bullshit.
Okay, we would have been sitting pretty on the hog with millions of dollars in Apple stock because it split 3 times.
Hold up. I
If we
forgot. We can go back. He said, I tithed to my family. We didn't recklessly spend.
What I had into the peace of a family. You don't know the day or the hour the Son of Man come, and you want to be a good servant if you love him. Like I tithed what I had into the peace of a family. That's what happened. We didn't recklessly spend nothing, and that I'm telling you, that's the truth. Okay, we would have been sitting pretty on the hog with millions of dollars in Apple stock because it split 3 times. If we were allowed to stay in the place that we loved, which was the habitat that I could afford easy. That's, you guys fucked up our lives, and that's the truth. So ask for forgiveness for that.
So, hold up. So, he spent $700,000 because of haters. Somebody fill me in. The house that whole house that I guess G-Man owns now, that house was Rev's, right? And he gave it to G-Man for like $1 when they still had money. Am I right? Is that what he means when he says if we had stayed in a place I could afford? They gave away 2 homes? Who'd they give the second one to? So how is it any of that the haters' fault? How yeah, I knew he'd given one to G-Man, But how in God's name is him giving away homes, like to G-Man and whoever else, a hater's fault or the internet's fault in general? He gave it away. Like, did the internet convince him to give it away? Like, how is that our fault? Or Shanny's trying to convince the chat she didn't know Rev's financial status and said, "You knew I had money. I was paying your bills." Right, Granny. Of course. She absolutely knew. She absolutely knew, and it's the only reason she went after him. I don't think she had feelings for him at all, and I still don't think she does. I think now she just is stuck with him and she can't take care of herself, so she needs him around to beg for her and, wipe her ass and shit. No you're absolutely right, Katz. He accepts no responsibility whatsoever. And I guess by tiding into the family, what he means is buying everything for the home, 3 times over because they would just leave everything every time they moved. So they'd move and leave everything and then buy all TVs, all new beds, all new tables and bedding and towels and everything for home all over again every time they moved. Because why? Because you're too lazy to rent a fucking truck and pack shit? Like, and again, how is that the internet's fault? The internet didn't do any of that. That would be really expensive. Oh my god, I know, right? Oh ho. They left for Colorado because they needed protection from the people harassing them. I get it. Mhm. Like, so that's really, so that's his whole excuse. That's how all of this is the internet's fault. Is because they were doxxed in Pennsylvania. Wow. All right. So you spent $700,000 because the internet doxed you, not because you were irresponsible. Got it.
So ask Shanny for forgiveness, Chris. She deserves that. You'll feel better. Everybody will feel better. You get closure, and it's good.
Why the fuck do you assume
do
Chris
that.
feels bad?
To everybody else, just understand that Jesus Christ loves you. If you don't know him, he loves you. And it's time to get saved, for sure. Because the world keeps getting evil. The evil is it's just spiking. And it's going to keep spiking until Jesus comes. So you need him real bad. I love you guys. Take care. God bless you.
Oh, we're done. Honestly. That was their excuse that they were getting swatted, which they never did. Right, MT. See, because they said that, and they kept blaming Shanny's arrest on the SWAT, right? And then that video came out not so long ago, on her arrest, and we see that she was arrested because Rev backed into a car and ran, not because they were swatted. So that whole thing was obviously a lie. You're absolutely right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They spent like idiots. So before we go anywhere, I am going to check the tubes and see if we've missed anything while we've been live. And while everybody's here, if you haven't subbed yet or haven't liked the video, I'd really appreciate it. It really helps the channel out. Thank you guys. Yeah, I'm just taking a peek. I don't think we missed anything important. So I think we're all caught up. That's funny. I got a notification, a recommendation to my own video. Isn't that weird when that happens? That's happened to me a couple of times. I get recommendations to watch myself. It's strange. I didn't think that was possible. You'd think my phone would know it was me, but apparently not. yeah, so that was a great stream, you guys. I want to thank everybody for joining me and everybody for chatting, everybody in the background, and everybody watching on the replay. I had a great time. I'll definitely keep on a lookout for more foodie retro reaction channels. There was like about 30 on one of the channels I found, so there was lots for us to watch. And we will definitely keep watching and get some more footage in. So that was fun. And if anything more important comes up, I will be back. But other than that, I will probably be back in the morning. And I'll see you all then. So everybody else have a good day. Thanks for coming, guys. Bye.